Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Amateur Sports for tonight's Toronto Raptors watch party. The Raptors in action tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. Friday, January 17th. Friday Night Hoops. I mean, the Raptors are playing well lately. They've got a couple wins in a row. Opportunity, perhaps, to make it 3 wins in a row today. I mean, took us a lot longer than this last season to even win 3 in a row. I know we have a lot less losses at this point in the season than we did last year. Well, actually, not a lot less, but less. But it took us a lot longer than this to get 3 wins in a row. So we'll see if the Raptors are capable of doing that today. In their way is the Milwaukee Bucks, who last time they played the Raptors, which was a week and a half ago, Monday, January 6th, the Milwaukee Bucks won 128-104. The Raptors were horrible in that game, like just terrible. That was a really bad game to watch. I remember it very well. Really bad game to watch. Since then, though, the Bucks, they've been doing well. They've beaten the Spurs. They've beaten the Magic. Got blown out by the Knicks. Okay? They lost by 34. Then they beat the Kings by 15. And they beat the Magic by 29. So this is a team that is in a bit of form right now and will be a tough one for the Raptors to take on. Still will be tough. No Emmanuel quickly involved in this one. Spread for this one right around 11. Yeah, makes sense. The Raptors are climbing up. It's going to be an uphill battle for the mountain. Climbing mountain. Uphill battle. My mind's all over the place. Uphill battle for the Raptors in this one. They have to climb a mountain to get a win out of this one, is what I meant to say. Anyways, guys, winning games is fun. I mean, beating the Celtics is fun, but let's just play well and see where the game goes. I hate the miserable crowd of when the Raptors don't play well, they get really upset. And when the Raptors don't play well, I get really upset. Okay, I get real upset. But there's people who get upset when they don't play well. Then they do play well and win, and then it's like they try to kill your mood. Like, oh, wow, wasting our opportunity for a generational draft pick. Why y'all cheering for this win? Like, people just don't want to find any interest whatsoever in anything. Anyways. Let's hope for a good game here today. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, just checking email there. That popped up. Anyways. But yeah, let's hope for a good game here today. And hopefully we can enjoy our Friday nights. How about that? Let's do this up to the people in the chat. We got Q-Man here, Mohammed Lay, Steve Stevens, Lucas, Q-Man in chat. Sumaya, potentially one of our members, also watching. Sumaya wanted me to let you guys know. I shout her out even when she's not in chat, because sometimes she's typically watching, but sometimes she's not able to participate in the chat on her own. So she just wants to make sure she still gets the shout out, and wanted you guys to know that we're not singling anybody out here. It's just she's probably watching and wants to shout out. But hope you're doing well. Friday Night Hoops. I mean, what could be better? We have comment here from Steve Stevens. Any bets tonight? We did share one on the show earlier today. At the Board HQ, if you guys want to see my daily NBA betting show that I do weekday mornings. We did play Giannis under 29.5 points, parlayed with Giannis over 6.5 assists, operating under the assumption Darko is going to continue to aggressively double, possibly triple team him, which will take away his points and the ability to score, but will boost his kickout opportunities to open players. Last time we played, Giannis had like 11 points, but he also had a triple-double. So that's the theory for this one. His point lines come down to 28.5. His assist line is still 6.5, about the same. It's probably still got some legs to play at that number. But, yeah, betting right before a game is always going to be really difficult to win on. I'm just going to preface by saying that. If you haven't bet already, you're probably not going to find very valuable bets at this point in the day. Lucas says, off night tonight. Off night. Well, David Mitchell has been starting last 2 games without him making quickly. They won both the games. I don't see any reason why they're going to change things here. Lucas says, did you see David's interview at the last game? I did not. Really, after, I cover basketball for my job. I do it here. After a long day of work, I don't check basketball stuff after the stream. I just shut down for the night, So I missed the interview there. But what did he say? If you'd like to let me know there. We have Jay Conda re-upping the membership and hitting us with the All-Star tier. Thank you so much for that, Jay Conda. Lovely 12-month badge beside the name, over a year of being a member. Jay Conda is one of our stream OGs, been around for many, many years supporting amateur sports. So really appreciate you coming through once again, hanging out with us, Jay Conda. Thank you so much for the support over the years and the amazing support with that membership as well. Thanks again. I was at Boston's game and started 4 chants from nosebleeds. My voice is dead. Well, you're doing the Lord's work. I mean, Lord knows they need a bit of action from the crowd. They don't get enough. Thank you so much for participating in that. What was I gonna say? Scotiabank. I was there yesterday. I think the Raptors were at home. I think they were at home on Wednesday. I was at Scotiabank Arena yesterday. The Leafs played. I was at the Leafs game yesterday. What an awesome game to be at. The Leafs won 4-3 in overtime. They were down 1-0. They were down 2-1. They were down 3-2. Ended up winning in overtime, coming back. Austin Matthews, absolute fucking snip right before the end of the third period to send it to OT, and a nice tuck on a breakaway by William Nylander in overtime. And that was a lot of fun. That was my first sporting event of the year. Well, of the season. I mean, I went to some Jays games, but that was my first sporting event of this season. It was a lot of fun. A little bit expensive, but I was at center ice. I was in the nosebleeds. You think I can afford lower bowl at Leafs games? But I was in the nosebleeds. But I found some really good tickets at center ice. So I was the literal highest row you could get a seat. But I was dead center ice. So that was nice. Got a really nice view of the game and had a good time overall. And I will be at a Raptors game on the 31st. When that's 2 weeks away, when they are at home against the Bulls. That should be some fun as well. Everybody did that. Hopefully Vegas doesn't call Darko to double team Giannis, to not double him. Well, first of all, Vegas, no, sports books don't rig games, just in case that's unclear to anybody. Second of all, there's a lot more people than just people in Vegas that make sportsbook odds, just in case you were wondering as well. But on that, it's something I kind of toyed with as well. It's like, how much does Darko adjust, because it was so bad last game against the Bucks. They played the Bucks twice this season. Both times, Giannis didn't really score a lot. I mean, they kind of took away his drives. My guess for today, my guesstimate will be, they aren't as aggressive, but ultimately they might look at that game against the Bucks and say they ran really hot from 3 in that game. If we rotate a little bit better and they just come down a little bit with how many threes they're making, this should still be a viable way to defend this team and play against this team. So we will see. Live bets are great when the numbers are better than pregame. Well, if they're better than pregame, because that's the new line. That's the new line. So, if the spread is 11 here tonight, which it is, let's say the Raptors start the game up 8-2. They just have a good start. Then Doc Rivers calls timeout, wraps up 8-2. The spread now moves to what would it? Sorry, it would move the other way at that point. What am I thinking of? Oh, okay. Let's say I wanted to bet. Yeah, let's say I wanted to bet the Raptors -11. Let's do it this way instead, or +11. This is what I'm thinking. The Raptors +11. Then Milwaukee go on a run to start the game. They're up 8-2. Now the spread is like +15. You're like, well, the spread was +11. Now I'm getting +15. Well, yeah, that's the new line. That's the new accurate line. The Bucks are up 8-2. So if it changes during the game, it doesn't change. Like whatever it was to start the game, that gets done. So whatever that new line is that you see that might be better, that's the new line. So it doesn't make it better. I mean, it could be a good bet, but it doesn't make it better because it's different to what the live is, to what it was pregame, if that makes sense. I didn't explain that very well, but I hope it makes enough sense. Anyways, on a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointing has Quickly been for you this season? I don't know, like what? One being like the most disappointed and 10 being like extremely happy. I guess so 5 would be like neutral. I guess like 4, but that's just because he's been injured a lot. That's not his fault. So like 4 or 5. Like he's been okay when he's played. He's had some good games. He's had some bad games. Maybe like very slightly underwhelmed in the games, but yeah, it's not his fault. He's only played 9 games. Like I'm sure he wished he could play more games. Yeah, it's been pretty inefficient. Yeah, hasn't been healthy. 3, maybe even consider a 3. I'd probably say 4, just because like he hasn't played enough to really get a good enough sample size, and that's not really his fault. Mohammed says, "How are things with you?" Somebody else asked me how my day was going. Lucas did. Yeah, it's going well. It was a solid week, good day overall, a nice relaxed day. I'm not tired and like fighting to stay awake for this game like I usually am for these. I'm feeling good. Got some workouts in. Went to a Leafs game yesterday. Was electric. I had an awesome time. Got some big plans tomorrow for some Saturday playoff football. I'm really excited for that. I'm feeling good. Channel's almost at 18K. I'm feeling good. Feeling real good. How about you guys? Any weekend plans? Anything coming up? I've got tomorrow. I got the all afternoon and night watching football with the lads. That's going to be a lot of fun. Making some steaks. Just good old gentleman fun. Sunday, I think I'm chilling, which would be nice. Yeah. That's what we got. I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. I've had a good week. I'm good. Is there any way I can buy a hat in person? I'm in Toronto for the weekend. Yes, Meredith. Absolutely. If you would like to buy some merch, it is always an option for me to deliver it or meet you in public somewhere for free. I can ship it to you if you're not local, but which you do have to pay for because you have to pay for shipping. It's not free, but I will sacrifice my time completely for free to get you merch. So Meredith, if you're looking to grab yourself a hat, head to the merch link that is pinned in the chat and is in the description. Send me a message over there so we can coordinate something, but I will be around. Just let's try and figure it out by the end of tonight so I can plan for this to work. But yes, I can meet at like a Union Station or Exhibition, Go Station. Those are options. Something along, something in that region close to Lakeshore. I won't be able to venture like north. I won't be able to go up Line 1 or anything. I won't be able to go to Midtown or anything. But yeah, King Street area, Union Station, I can find somewhere to meet. Or you can just tell me like if you're staying at like a hotel or something, you can tell me where it is. I'll see if it's close enough for myself. But weather should be good enough for me to cycle there. It was 1 degree. It is, it's supposed to snow and rain tomorrow. It's supposed to snow and rain in the morning. It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to be above 0, so it shouldn't. Anyways, I'll figure that out. You let me know how close you are, and we can sort something out in person. We should be able to sort something out. So yes, Meredith, send me a message over there, and we can hook you up with merch. If you guys want to get your own merch, I'm rocking the shirt today. We've also got the hats, white and black. Make sure you check out the link in the chat or the link in the description. Send me a message. If you're local to Toronto, shipping is free because I'll just do it myself. Or we can meet up. If it's a little too far, we can meet up somewhere neutral, such as Union Station, which I've done before for people. So that you don't have to pay for shipping. You still get the cool stuff. If not, hey, we can also ship it. I don't see any reason why we can't ship it almost like worldwide. Don't see any problems shipping to the U.S., to Europe. Australia shouldn't be a problem. And definitely if you're in Canada, that shouldn't be a problem as well. So make sure you guys check it out, support the channel in the best way possible, and we can make this merch drop a big success. Raptors not giving up any capital at all at this point in a trade, I'd say. Well, certainly not. Because Q-Man says Chris Boucher and 2 first-round picks for Daniel Gaff. Bro, what? 2 first-round picks for Daniel Gafford? I wouldn't even give up 2 second-round picks in that. What are we talking about here? Daniel Gafford's a fine player, but man, 2 first-round picks? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I think we're not buying any. We're not giving away any picks. I think the NBA viewers, this is from Lucas. I think NBA viewers are down because maybe the timing of the games. Like I'm looking at the games for today. There's 1 game at 7 p.m., but 5 at 8 to 8:30. Yeah, that's definitely part of the problem. They could stagger minutes a bit better so that it's easier for more people to watch more of the games. This isn't even some of them. Like I've seen way more egregious scheduling than this. This isn't even super bad. Just feel like he's been a little bit overrated his whole Raptors career because of his efficiency. But again, that would be solved with a better team around the core. Who are we talking about here? Quickly. I think Cade is a good example of what happens when you actually invest in shooting around your best player. They have way more space. They're already really good. Now they have even more space to be really good and get better. So Cade is a good example of why of the importance of investing in shooting and how the Raptors have failed to do that for a long time now. Who do I have for the fights tomorrow? I didn't even know there were fights tomorrow. Even if I did, I would not have an answer. I am a very casual. If we're talking UFC, I am a very. Oh, it's Makachev tomorrow. You know what? I might toss that on then. Prohashka's fighting tomorrow. I gotta watch that. Okay, wow, pretty good card. Came out as well. Yeah, I wouldn't know anyways, and I didn't know the fights were happening. I'm very casual UFC. Like if there's a UFC event and I'm free, I'll hang out with some friends and watch it sometimes. I just enjoy watching, but I do not follow, the fighters or know of the fighters or anything like that. I just some names that I see, I know that guy. He must be pretty good then. I don't know. Long way of saying I don't know. That was me up there that asked to buy a hat in person. I'm in Toronto. Yes, if you'd like to buy a hat or any merch, any other merch, anybody, use the link that is pinned at the top of chat or the link that is in the description. You can also, if you really want to, you can DM me on Twitter or Instagram at Jacob_Gramegna. Don't DM me on Instagram because I probably won't really check that. But also just don't DM me and just send it in the Kijiji link so that I have all of the merch orders in one place and it's a lot easier to keep track of everything. If you must DM me, you can DM me, but I would much prefer if you just went through the Kijiji link. But yeah, send me a message there, and we will look to work something out, and we should be able to get something done there. Steve Stevens says, I have a hard time believing when key players sit out as much as they do. Sorry. I have a hard time believing when key players sit out as much as they do with injuries on tanking teams. I speculate on whether it's a real injury or not at times, but when it's 3 games, this isn't just a rest thing. This is clearly he's dealing with something. After the fact that he's missed 3 games with this thing means that it's real, in my opinion. I was beaming for tomorrow UFC, but man, I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know fighters. You guys talk amongst yourself about UFC. My top 5 greatest point guards of all time. I don't know. I can't just ring them off top of my head. I'd have to cultivate a list or something. I don't know. Guy, just random names. Not random, but names. Steph Curry, Magic Johnson. Those are big ones that come to mind. Making a Kijiji camera now, having used Kijiji forever. Yeah, appreciate that. It's just the easiest for me to keep track of all the information, and it's just easier for me to work out everything when we do it there. So I appreciate that. Thank you, MK, and I'm really glad you're interested in getting some merch, and we'll definitely be able to hook you up. Mitchell So Gaming says so close to 18K. Yeah, probably should be there by now. I mean, we did hit it, the hack. Probably should be there now. I didn't do. I've missed like two good days to do videos in the last couple weeks. One of which I just like too much came up my plate. I couldn't do it. Yesterday I was supposed to do a video, and I just didn't have the motivation to do it yesterday. It was just. There wasn't a topic that I was like itching to talk about, and I ended up just the time zone to kind of make the video just kind of pass me by. I think if I had done that, we'd be a lot closer. So I'll take some blame for that, but I'll dig in a lot more next week. It's just I don't know. It was just one of those days I think yesterday where it just didn't really happen. But we will get to 18K very soon. We will get to 18K very soon. Would I move Jakob for a first round pick? Yeah, I would at this point. As long as you're not taking back like egregious salary, I think like it depends on the offer, right? But if you're getting like a solid like return of assets that aren't like detrimental to your team and you get a first, I think that's something to consider there. It'd be really hard to replace him though. It'd be really hard. Lucas says, would you like Jonas to come back to Toronto? No, he's cooked, man. You gotta be able to protect the rim. You need a center who can protect the rim. He can't do that. He's not getting paid a whole lot, but no, not for me. It would be interesting to know if the Raptors were in like a playoff push, would quickly be playing tonight. I'm not sure. My gut says he would not be playing, and I think currently the Raptors still are like trying to win games, and if they're healthy, they're playing because like Barnes rushed back from injury, right? He's good off the bench, Jonas. Again, it just doesn't solve the problems that the Raptors have. The Raptors can't protect the rim. He can't protect the rim. So that's what it is. It's just he doesn't solve anything for the Raptors. Butler over under 14.5 points. I don't know. No idea. It's a low number. But who knows what the hell Butler's thinking tonight. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to wager a guess on how Butler is feeling motivation-wise going into this game. So funny they took away the Heat culture shirts this year. Did you guys see that? Miami are no longer wearing the Heat culture jerseys this year. It won't be using the court. Funny. Grady off the bench next season, insert top pick. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Makes sense. Now he's like, I mean, we got a long way to go this year, but it's not as if he's, made that starting spot his own with his play as of late. Start of the year for sure, but as of late, no, not really. All right, it is 7:55. We got probably like 10, 15 minutes before the game starts. Let's get the door shot in. I'm feeling the door shot. All right. Oh, that's not it. Let's do this. All right. 12 of 34. 12 of 34 on the season. Let's get one. So door is a little bit open, but it's closed enough I can probably still bank this. I'm going to bank it. I'm hopeless. I'm so bad at this. I need help. I'm going to shamelessly bank this. You know what? Not even shame. I'm going to, with shame, attempt to bank here. Come on. God, it was sticky. It just stuck in my hand too long. It went too far. It didn't come out of my hand quick enough. And it went too far to the right. Oh, my God.
Nope.
I'm so terrible. I made 2 out of 3 recently, and then I've missed 2 in a row now. I thought I was, like, maybe putting together a good, like, good section here. But no, I'm just bad. I have been consistently bad at this. There's no, like, coming back. I'm just consistently bad at this. And I don't know. I don't think it's possible realistically to get to 50% on the season at this point. It just has not worked. It just has not happened for me on this thing this season. God. Don't sign me to the Raptors. Well, I mean, they don't make free throws. No, they do now. I was going to say, they don't make free throws either. Well, they do now. They do. Butler was allegedly upset with Riley for not getting better players around him during his prime over the past couple of years. I mean, you could arguably be upset about that. I mean, what have they done? I guess they haven't really found like a co-star in his time here. But like Bam is a max contract player, so you have to consider that. Like, it's hard to afford another guy. Butler's making a ton of money, so it's hard to afford like a third star type of player. I don't know. I think part of the problem, I think like Jimmy Butler was a bit of a victim of his own success in the way that like they got to 2 finals with him. So they were convinced like they were just so close to winning that if like they kept this formula, eventually they could get over the line. So maybe that kind of played into it, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm replying to a Kijiji message. What do you guys think on the Butler situation? I thought he wouldn't even play for the Heat again, but here he is. Aim for the inside of the mesh, the white part. The mesh? I gotta get it over the rim still. Up or under David Mitchell 3-point percentage? What do you mean by that? What is it? I mean, I don't know what you're asking. I could see how Jimmy Butler's I can see how Jimmy Butler's personality could get frustrating over time. Even Kyle Lowry apparently got frustrated. Mitchell's shooting, you know what? He's actually up to 33.3%. You can like kind of live with that. If he stays at 33.3 for the season, I would be comfortable with David Mitchell doing that, to be honest. I don't think Butler likes Terry Rozier, and that trade for Rozier was dumb. I don't think the team likes Rozier. That's why Butler wants out, not liking to vibe any more money. I'm not sure if they don't like Rozier, but I do agree that trade hasn't really worked out for them. The fact that he's coming off the bench now has not worked out for them. If Butler had one key guy behind him, they would have got a chip a couple years ago. Yeah, but like, how many teams could you say that about? Like, okay, take any fringe championship team and say, well, if they just added a star player, they would win a chip. Yeah, like, I agree, but it's really hard to get that player, especially when you're paying Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler max contract money. Like, how the hell else are you going to get that star player around them? You know what I mean? Like the Suns got so close to a chip. Give them another star player. They probably would have won. You could say that about so many teams, right? That sound effect, Zach. Don't worry. Just aim for the inside of the mesh. It'll go in. Tech Today says. Okay, next time. All right. I'll aim for the back of the white mesh. I will aim for the back of the white mesh and see what happens. I promise. You better be there. Next stream will be... I actually don't think they play until Tuesday. Tech Today. You better be here about this time. Yeah. And I'll see if I can knock it down. Next week, by the way, stream schedule. I'll be live Tuesday, Thursday. The Saturday, the 25th, I cannot stream. I've got some dinner plans which interfere with that. And then the week after, Monday, Wednesday, I'll be live. Friday will not be live. As I said earlier, I will be at the Raptors game. And looking forward to do that. I didn't go to I don't think I go to... Oh, the sound effect. I actually played this one. I have not been to a Raptors game. I didn't go to a single Raptors game last season. I'm not sure I went to one the season before that either. I might have been. It might be like 2 full seasons without me going to a Raptors game. Number one, it's expensive. Number two, if I'm buying tickets, I'd rather like get Leafs tickets because I'd rather go to a Raptors game. But I'd also like rather just stream than go to one. So if I ever want to like go to a game, I usually just go for like Leafs tickets because I want to stream for Raptors games. But in this case, hey, I'm very happy to go to the Raptors game. I got these tickets as a gift for Christmas, so I'm very happy to go with this. Wasn't Butler on Philly with Embiid, but they chose to keep Tobias over him? Yes, that was a decision that was made. Yeah, bad one. Tobias for me, exactly. Tobias Harris is a solid player, but it just, they overpaid. Then the fact that they chose him over Jimmy. Tobias didn't really fit with the team. It kind of got worse after the contract. It was just like in that role, it just didn't work out with Tobias Harris. We know that. And that Tobias Harris contract, honestly might have cost him a chip because it prohibited them from spending that money elsewhere. They were stuck with that contract for 4 years. It was more difficult to strengthen the team around them because of that. That contract might have cost him a chip, honestly. It's so hard to win a championship, man. I said I was at anyway, but he maxed out Simmons. Simmons was like an all-star DPOY candidate every year. You had to max out Simmons at the time. But what I was saying, you have to appreciate that championship. Every time I go to Scotiabank Arena, I don't go very often, but I was there yesterday. Man, looking up at the Raptors and being able to see, well, I don't particularly love it says world champion on it, but to see an NBA championship banner in your home team's arena is special, dude. It's really special to not only have that banner, but to have experienced it yourself. That's special, man. That every time I see that banner, every time I'm in the arena, that's what I think about. I just think that's special. And it is special. The memories from it, what the team did to get there, how they got there, the achievement, everything, it's special. You just got to appreciate that because a lot of teams have never and aren't even close to getting one themselves. Ben Simmons in his prime wasn't a bad player. Like, we're talking about this guy like, he was decent. This guy was an all-star every year. He was all-NBA, all defense every year, DPOY conversation every year, and he wasn't even like 25 yet. This guy was disgusting. But he never got better. He never worked on getting better. He stayed the same player every year. Never worked on his shot and just got his confidence killed. And injuries didn't help. But, I mean, yeah, the Atlanta Hawks played their part. But also, like, bro, you're making millions and millions of dollars. Practice your fucking free throws. Like, how you a point guard who they're fouling halfway up the court because they'd rather you take free throws than your team get an offensive possession. How did that happen? Practice your goddamn free throws, man. Start hitting 60% of them, and they won't be able to do that anymore, right? He did decline after the max deal, and he's still on that deal. It's almost done. Last year of that deal here. I was drunk for the Warriors in Boston game. I'm getting drunk for this one too. I'm going pretty ham tomorrow. I really wanted a beer tonight, or a Negroni or something, anything. But I withheld from a beverage tonight because I'm gonna have quite a few Diet Cokes tomorrow. Let's say so. Decided be a good boy today. Have a big healthy day here. I am pretty healthy. I am gonna have. I hope my fiance says she's gonna bring me back a slice of pizza. Hopefully she does. I did include that mostly into my macro count for the day. I will go over slightly, or quite slight. I'll go over on my fat for the day. I allow myself 55 grams of fat per day. I'm currently at about 48, so the pizza is going to go over that. But my carbs and protein should still be good macro-wise for today, so it should be a good day. Tomorrow will not be a good day. I am weak. You know what? I'm pretty strict weekdays, and I have a bit of fun on one of the weekends, like Friday or Saturday. Enjoy it. I need the release. I like food. I like alcohol. Responsibly, but I need that release end of the week. I'm gonna make a mean pizza tomorrow if we win tonight. Go get yourself. I mean, you can make the dough, but go get some pizza dough from the grocery store. Make your own. You said make your own, but hopefully, make your own and get a real mean pizza. Go for this is what you got to do. Roll out your pizza dough and whatnot. I like to go. I make stripes. I'll make stripes of pesto and tomato sauce. So it's like a tiger print almost of pesto and pizza sauce. Tomato sauce. Then I lay down mortadella. Sorry. You gotta put a little bit of cheese. You gotta go a little bit of cheese right after the sauce because you gotta do. You need glue. If you don't put cheese there, all the toppings are gonna slide right off when you're eating it. So you gotta put a little bit of cheese, like a quarter of the cheese you've allocated to your pizza. Put down under the toppings. I go down with mortadella. I love mortadella, and it goes great with pesto. On top of that, you gotta go with white onions. You gotta go with spinach, baby spinach. Goes a long way on pizza with a little bit of flavor, especially with Alfredo base. Not in this case, but got to go with a little bit of spinach. And what else would I toss on there? I'd probably go with some other salami, like crispy or something. Maybe even just pepperoni. But I think you're even good at that point. Just going with mortadella, onion, spinach. If you get your mortadella with pistachios as well, I think that's even better. Then go down with the rest of your cheese. But really good pizza as well. This is my go-to at Domino's. Alfredo base. Then sausage. Either bacon or ham. Like the bacon bits or ham. Baby spinach and onions. So good. Even just 2 toppings. Sausage and baby spinach on Alfredo base. Amazing. Amazing stuff. I can't wait to get in the gym. I do go to the gym as well during the week. I wasn't able to go as much this week. I would go almost every night if it wasn't for these Raptors games. If the Raptors aren't playing, I'm pretty much at the gym that night. That is during the week. Weekends, I do so much during the week. Weekends, I don't go to the gym. I don't work. I don't do anything on the weekends. Weekends, I need that recharge. And it's working for me since I started doing that. Kawhi left, but boy was happy here. He loved Toronto, the vibe, clean air. Well, I don't know about clean air, but Kawhi did like it here. He just wanted to go home, and it is what it is. I got myself a steak poutine for this game. I don't think I've ever had steak poutine. That would probably be good. Dinner tonight, I made homemade chicken shawarma. and I made just a big shawarma bowl with a bunch of pickles, some cucumber, which is the base of what a pickle is. So one mini cucumber, three baby dill pickles, a bunch of hot pickled peppers, a lot of pickly stuff, pickled turnips, and then onions, purple onions, red onions, whatever you want to call it, cooked with the chicken shawarma, the shawarma chicken, whatever you want to call it. And what I did today differently is I made Brussels sprouts with the shawarma seasoning in the air fryer, and I put those in the shawarma bowl, and that was really good as well. I'm starting to add my Brussels sprouts directly to my salad rather than having it as a side. Sorry, I just had to read some there. And then I usually put like a bunch of tahini sauce, like 3 tablespoons, which is like not super unhealthy. Like tahini sauce is really good, not too bad for you. I didn't have any, so I had to make like my own homemade garlic sauce today. So I put a third of a cup of cottage cheese in a blender with about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, a little bit of like fresh dill. Actually, I chopped up, threw in there. I put too much, but it was still fine. Some hot sauce, a tablespoon of light mayonnaise to like get a like creamy texture. And then I blended it up. I had to put a little bit of water so it would be more of like a sauce. And in a pinch, that was a pretty good low calorie garlic sauce that worked really well for my shawarma bowl. All right, game has begun here. Let's get it on. Bucks with the blue court for this one. Giannis barreling into Mitchell. And they call a foul on Mitchell. I don't know. That looked like a charge to me, man. Giannis means business, the way he got out for that one. Fish only, no red meat or dairy, so I get no cheese on my pizza with hot peppers, mushrooms, pineapple, tomato, spinach. I can't even imagine pizza without cheese. Well, actually, I can. I do. Well, no. Even then, I have cheese on it. Yeah, I can't imagine without cheese. Really good pizza I've had. Capra's Kitchen makes this amazing mortadella pizza. It's in Mississauga near Clarkson. Guy's like famous on TikTok, but I went all the way to Mississauga for a long story short, an appointment. That sounds like I had like an STD or something. I went for I had an ingrown toenail. I went to see a foot doctor for chiropodist, I think. Anyways, yeah, I walk into this as I'm walking into this clinic, I see this restaurant next door that I've seen on TikTok before. I'm like, holy shit, that's here. So after my appointment, I'm like, I'm getting lunch here for sure. Walk in. I already told you I like mortadella. They have this amazing mortadella pizza there. It's a white pizza, so no sauce. It just had some olive oil, mortadella, pistachios, and then it had stracciatella on top. Oh my! I think that's what the cheese is called. Oh my god, it was so good. I had a side plate. I poured some chili oil onto and dipped the pizza in that as well. Holy, like seriously, that would have been good even without the stracciatella. That added to it, but like I could see how a pizza with no cheese could work, but still probably prefer the cheese. No red meat. Man, why no red meat? Oh, yeah, you said, I remember tech today, you said you were what's the word? Vegetarians that still eat fish. Pescatarian. Yeah, that's it. Anyways, sorry. Lost myself in the mortadella pizza there. I cannot get on board with white sauce pizza. I mean, fair enough. I love it. I mean, this pizza I had, the mortadella I talked about, had no sauce. They call it's called like a Bianchi pizza, something like that. Bianchi means white. White pizza means no sauce. Anyways, really good. 3-0 Milwaukee. Let's lock into this game a little bit. Giannis backing down Barnes. Now to Lillard for 3. 6-0 Bucks. If you guys want to sync up with me easily, I'll count down. You can always watch on Assist, where I stream for every game now as well. We're able to sync up effortlessly with my stream. But I will count down the clock as well for people watching on YouTube to sync up with me as well. Another good, like, non-traditional pizza I sometimes order from Domino's. Barbecue sauce base. Inbound there from Mitchell to Barrett. Barbecue sauce base with, like, whatever meat you want. Maybe chicken with pineapple and jalapenos. You get the sweet and spicy with the meat. You get the kind of tangy, sweet barbecue sauce really well together. 8-0 Milwaukee. Tough start for the Raptors here. Haven't got a bucket yet. Now Mitchell off the glass and draws the foul. Big and one there for Mitchell. Hopefully sells the Raptors in, gets them started for this game today. Heisenberg says, do you think Masai did try and trade for Karl Anthony Towns when he was being traded from the Wolves? No. I'd be pretty surprised. Philly should just shut it down for the rest of the season. The Grizzlies did last season. They probably still think there's time to salvage the season. Also, their pick is top 10 protect. Oh, it is. Is it top 10 protect? It's top 10 protected, right? So I guess there's the worry that they could tank and not even get their pick. Only top 10 protected. Guess who owns their pick, guys? Giannis fading away on Barnes, and he's fouled. So Giannis being really aggressive out the gates here. We talked a bit about the Raptors and their defense last time. Giannis at the line makes the first one. Giannis behind the back pass to Prince. That was nice. You know, all these times Darko has called early timeouts, you'd kind of think this would be a good opportunity to use one, right? Pirtle spins off of Lopez, lays it up. Oh, man, that's got to go. That's just got to go. Philly pick is top 6 protected. Wow. Yeah, I don't think it's worth tanking for them at this point. Top 6 protected. Jeez, OKC. Gonna get another really good pick, potentially. Barnes to Pirtle. Out to Grady Dick. Open 3. Doesn't go. Raptors had the looks here. Have not been able to capitalize. Tough run to start this game. Lillard fouled and going to head to the line. Raptors have committed a lot of fouls here in the early goings. Raptors was so good for so long. It's sad to now to watch the Raptors play like this. Can't wait for us to be good again. We had a really good run. You know, we got to appreciate that. We had a really good run with this team. They were good for a long time. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please make sure you have hit that like button. Hit that like button to support the show, support the channel. We're at 21 likes, 54 people here. Let's try to get to 30 likes by the end of the first quarter. I think that'd be good. Lillard at the line. Second one there is also good. And the Bucks lead 12-3. No timeout as of yet for the Raptors. Again, I feel like this is a good chance to use one. He does love an early timeout, Darko, but for some reason not when I feel like we actually need it. Grady Dick driving to the rim, rising up, missing the dunk. A couple of easy twos go begging for the Raptors. Pirtle missed the layup, and Grady Dick misses the dunk there. Giannis inside. Yeah, I mean, Giannis got a long way to go, but he's certainly finding some joy here. Oh. Oh, sorry. Muted. Speaking of pizza, Pizza Nova. Hell yeah. Pizza Nova is my backup to Domino's. But there was a Pizza Nova on my fiance's walk home. So she got Pizza Nova. How many points does Giannis have? Already 7. He's got an assist. Not a great start here. Not a great start here. All right. What do we got? All right. Look at that. We got sausage, pepperoni. That's a good slice. If you ever order from Pizza Nova, always get well done from there. This is like a little floppy. Always get well done. Something about that slice. That's been sitting in like that glass window. You know what I'm talking about? Something about that slice that's just been sitting out that they reheat. It gets that perfect level of crisp underneath. Man. Mm-mm-mm. I don't eat often on stream, but this is good pizza. We used to manhandle and abuse the Bucks. Now they're taking advantage. Well, it's early. It's early. I would take Domino's pizza with pizza creamy garlic. Yeah, pizza sausages are really good. I never use pizza dipping sauce anymore, though. I mean, I know I'm eating pizza that's unhealthy, but I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Listen, but the sauces do unfortunately have a lot of calories, so I try to stay away. Pirtle out of the timeout, makes the layup, but called for a travel. I've only had Papa John's once, so I don't have a good opinion of them. When I had it, I was really hungry, and it was pretty good. I think I see a Jabari Parker jersey courtside. Weird. Yeah, I got pepperoni and sausage on this. Barrett coming off the screen, pick and roll with Pirtle. And this layup, wow. Wow. Rolled around and nearly came out too. Terrence, we talked about toppers, I think, last stream. I love toppers. 16-5 for the Bucks. Man, Topper's Pizza. I've had my fair share of Titans, which is the size of their party pizza. It's the name of their party pizza. It's a Titan with a barbecue swirl. Like you'd get your pizza, and you could get one of your toppings a barbecue swirl, And what that would be like a spiral. Basically a spiral that gets smaller towards the middle, like this, of barbecue sauce. Amazing. Jonathan Mobo checking in early. Are we healing? Mobo comes in as the 4 as Barrett knocks down a 3. So Mobo back from his time with the 905 and actually getting meaningful minutes for the first time in a long time for the Raptors. It kind of feels. Yeah, going with sides. It's a good move. Ready Dick drawing the foul. Head to the line. I think Little Caesars' basement of like chain pizzas is probably the worst. Not that it's bad, but my favorite pizza is like chain is Domino's. My favorite pizza is Prince Street Pizza. It's on Front Street. Body Ollie's also really good. I worked at Little Caesars. It's bad. Like all pizza. It's good. It's just the worst of the... Like, no pizza's bad. Really. Well, I had this place in Toronto called Fresh Slice. Because it was like buy one, get one. Wow. That was the worst pizza I've ever had in my life. For real. Little Caesars used to be really good in the early time. That's fair, because like Quiznos used to be really good before they got cheap on their ingredients because they made it too expensive for franchises to run their shop. And like early Mr. Sub days, really like fresh ingredients, not anymore. I feel ya. Terrence says, the bonus for me was that I could make and eat my own pizza every day. Yeah, I had a friend who worked at Little Caesars. He said he had so much pizza. McDonald's had pizza back in the 90s. It was actually pretty good, but took 20 minutes to get. Yeah, that, time-wise, like how long it took to get the pizza made for McDonald's, which doesn't make sense for the business, and the size that the pizza oven took in their kitchen, which took away space from other stuff being more efficient. Couldn't work, you know? Pirtle to Mobo. Tried to Euro step past Giannis and made it way too obvious. Wow. Porter for 3. Doesn't go. Almost done my pizza. That was good, man. Tim Hortons, man. The food has definitely dropped off since I was a kid. Fast food has just been absolutely demolished by inflation. It's not even cheap anymore. Like, a combo at McDonald's is like the price of like a dinner at a bar. There's just no point. Don't even have Pizza Nova where I am. Thought the chain would be all over Ontario. Gotta wait till I get to Toronto. I mean, if you're coming to Toronto, there's a lot more like niche spots you can go that are better, like Body Ollie's or north of Brooklyn people like, or Prince Street Pizza, which I advocate for. Is there a Pizza Nova in your area? Well, yeah, yes. I'm eating from it. These companies are making record profits. McDonald's makes so much money. They can make stuff cheaper, but people buy it. People still buy it. I mean, even I do. I still buy it. I would probably eat it more, but I still buy it. I'm a sucker, man. We're all suckers. We still buy this stuff so they can keep their prices high. Pizza Nova. I like Pizza Nova. Pizza Nova is also a bit of a family tradition for my family on Christmas Eve, because we used to go to my grandfather's house, and we'd have a big Christmas dinner, of course, on Christmas Eve, and he wouldn't eat all day because he was waiting for dinner. So by the time like we show up around like 3-4 o'clock, he's cranky, he's hangry, he's hungry, and he's moody as a result. So it became tradition. We just order a big pizza from Pizza Nova as like an appetizer for dinner, essentially. So synonymous with my family, Pizza Nova. 23-14 for the Bucks here. Olynyk is in the game now. See, I don't mind this. If Olynyk's in the game, I don't mind Olynyk being there next to Mobo, because you still have the size to compete on defense and rim protection. Giannis going coast to coast here, and a blocking foul called against Grady Dick. Giannis is he's already at like almost how many points he had in the last game against the Raptors. Wow. Buzz Pizza on Wilson Avenue is good. It's a small mom and pop shop, been around for years. I got to try that for sure. Buzz Pizza. I'm going to write that down. Do you think a top 1 or 2 2025 pick with our current roster makes us a playoff team next year? Yes, I do. It's like your dad can tell you. Not my dad, my grandfather. Shed to Olynyk for 3. Rims out. Raptors in a hole early. 25-14. Do I like Pizza Yola? It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. I would never order from it. But yeah, if I'm passing by when I really want pizza, I wouldn't say no. I haven't had it in a long time, though. Giannis for 3. Doesn't go. Way off on the 3. When you're up by 11, I guess you can take that shot. Boucher got the rebound. Now Shed tried to flip it in the corner to Barnes. It's deflected out of bounds by Giannis. Eat Indian on Bristol. Is that a place? If so, I'm writing it down. Eat India Bistro. Oh. Bristo. What? I don't know. What are my favorite burger places? Okay. My favorite fast food burger is Sonic in the U.S. Whenever road tripping in the U.S. with friends, we try to ensure our route crosses a Sonic so we can get Sonic for lunch. I love Sonic Burger. I just think the ratio of like burger and toppings is fantastic. Plus you get like a really nice shake with it. Hell yeah. Best burger. You know, I don't really like Hero Burger's okay. I don't love Hero Burger. You know, I don't really like go seeking out. Like I feel like I get burgers all the time, right? So I don't seek out burger joints. Like if I'm going to seek out like a one-off place, I get something I don't usually have. Oh, you know, on Queen Street, Maddie's Patties opened up recently. I've tried that. That's good. I think that's worth going to try. Good smash burgers, like a steamed bun, good cheese. Maddie's Patties is good if you have one in your area in Toronto. I like that. I don't mind Harvey's, honestly. Like, get some coupons, get some Harvey's. But if, like, I was with somebody and they said, I want to get, like, a really good burger. In Liberty Village, there is a restaurant called Brazen Head, which actually makes really good food. They make a good burger. Also in Liberty Village is Left Field Brewery. They make a mean smash burger at Left Field Brewery. I really like burgers. I don't think you can go really wrong with a lot of them. I was at Amsterdam Brew House yesterday, which I go to a lot. That's on Queens Quay in Toronto. Went before the Leafs game. I got their Smokehouse burger, I think it's called. Big burger with like an onion ring on it. That was really good. Fast food though, Maddie's Patties probably for me. I don't get a lot of burgers when I eat out. I love burgers, but I just really go for. I get burgers at restaurants all the time. It's not like fast food. Oh, Lick's Burgers, man, what a childhood favorite. I used to go with my aunt and uncle all the time. That brings back memories. Barnes blocks the Portis pass. They were back from the commercial here. Have I ever had real McCoy? I have not. Man, y'all keep asking me about the food. It isn't even me driving the conversation. Y'all are asking me. I don't mind it. I'm just saying. There was a Licks. There used to be a Licks I'd pass on my way to Sudbury when I went to school there. That was decent. But yeah, Licks back in the day was a lot of fun. Middleton turnaround mid-range gets to go. A lot of fouls by the Raptors, and that is not helping them in the first quarter here. Down big already. 27-14 in Middleton. Chance to get a three-point play completed at the line. A&W is good. I don't love the size of their burgers. I feel like they're a little small. But I get A&W. It's good. I think they're the best at lettuce wrap burgers when I'm feeling extra healthy. Shed in the corner to Boucher, which is not often. Burger King's fine. Yeah, I like a Whopper, of course. Barnes underneath to Bruce Brown. Nice cut and nice finish. The Licks and Perry Sound. Yes, that's what I'm saying. The Perry Sound stop on the way north to Sudbury. Absolutely. Gafford to the Raps. That'd be a weird one, honestly. That would be a weird one. Somebody mentioned it earlier. I can't really see that happening. Don't think I've ever had a smash burger. It's kind of the way to go for me these days. A lot of ways to do a burger. You got to get like Maddie's Patties makes like a real smash burger. I recommend going to try in Toronto. AJ Green on the inbound play for three. Not a guy you can let hit that shot. Get that shot off. 31-16 Bucks. Yeah. Getting blown out already. A lot of game time to go. Can the Raptors recover it all? Olynyk to Shed. Nice cut. Nice feed. Good stuff. White Castle. Every once in a while in the U.S., I'll stop there. Good burgers as well. And you can eat like 10 of them. Gary Trent doesn't go for two. I really like making my own burgers as well. They're so easy, and I really like them. And I eat a lot of extra lean ground beef because I love beef, and extra lean isn't too bad for you. Barnes, turnaround jumper is good. Raptors needed that one to go as well. 1:15 to go in the first. Can we keep it like within 10 here? 31-20. I never had that issue at White Castle, Steve. Tell ya where I get that. Boston pizza. Just horrific the next morning. I won't go into any more detail than that. But BP, I love BP, but it does not agree with me. Spicy pierogi pizza, Boss Pizza. So good. Bro, Gafford to Raps explain. I did. I answered you already. Giannis at the line again. How many free throws have these guys taken? I mean, how many points does Giannis have already? Good Lord. He's taken 10 free throws. Sorry, he's taken 9 free throws. Hey, he's made 7. 7 of 9 from the line. Why do Americans like White Castle? Because it's really cheap still. It tastes good, and you get a fuck ton of food. I like White Castle. 33-22. Still like not out of sight here, Milwaukee. Not Not looking good, though. Portis, tough 2. Wow. Somehow got it. 35-22 now. Tough first quarter for the Raptors. Jamal Shed. Portis defending. Now Barnes for 3. Needs something to go. Doesn't go. AJ Green has it. 35-22. Giannis. Off of Barnes. And then to Trent in the corner. Now Portis. To the rim. Tough shot. Wow. I mean, some of the shots that are falling not helping the Raptors either. Shed. Boucher at the buzzer. Off the rim. Wow. 37-22. It is not going well for the Raptors here. Darko's not happy about supposed travel on Portis there. Bro, I mean, you gotta be mad at your coaching so far, boss. Down 37-22. Fouling like shit every possession. See, I don't want to over double Giannis and over help, but you do need to help in some capacity on him. It kind of seems like the Milwaukee Bucks game plan today was just get out as quickly in transition as possible. Do not let the Raptors set up, and that has been working. 11 points for Giannis, 12 points for Lillard. Raptors getting torched in the early stages here. Man, what's the line now? It's got to be like minus 20, surely. Minus 18. I ain't touching that. All right, I am going, Matucci, I don't want to tell you. I answered your question about Gafford already. Then answered your question asking me to follow up and answer on Gafford. I don't know what to tell you here. I got to go to the bathroom, guys. I will be right back. While I'm gone, good time to like the stream. We are currently at 25 likes. Let's get this stream up to 40 likes by halftime. 15 more to go. Subscribe if you're new. We're 9 subs away from 18K. Let's do it. Yeah, Gafford's weird. Why would we trade for him? Pretty much. Okay. Second quarter underway now. Actually, I missed. We're down by even more now. I missed a minute. Sorry, guys. Portis jumper doesn't go there. Raptors down 39-22. Boucher lays it in, though. Tough game. Okay, I've been talking. I got to lock into this one a bit. What is going wrong here? I mean, offense not really cooking there. They're moving fast in transition. Giannis is a wrecking ball right now. Lillard off a screen here. Fouled on the 3-ball, and it goes. 4-point play incoming. I mean, the fouling isn't helping. It really isn't. And this is not like a case of the whistle not going our way or anything. Like, we are seriously fouling a lot. We foul some of the most in the NBA, and we're fouling a lot tonight. And you just can't get caught fouling on a 3 like that. Yeah, Gafford as a backup would be cool, but it's just you got to give up assets to make it happen, and it's probably not worth it to do that. No, I'll answer questions about like players coming to the team and trade stuff. That's fine, but like I already answered it. That's what I'm saying. 43-26. Tell ya, Gary Trent 3. 46-26. David Mitchell just dribbled off his foot. Lillard in transition, layup, no good. Portis tip in, no good. I tell you, I was gonna down by 20, 9:37 to go. Brown for 3, big shot. I was gonna say, it's Friday night. I don't really need to sit through this. You know what I mean? Like, if it's halftime down 25, I could be doing other things. You know what I mean? More free throws coming up for the Bucks here. Yeah, that's probably a foul, man. That's a foul. Yeah, also, Dallas don't really need to give up Gafford. Where is this Gafford stuff even coming from, man? Jalen Green and Ja, most electrifying guards. I'm not getting into my Jalen Green rant today. We'll miss that. At the line, Portis makes both. Bucks up by 19. 15 minutes into the game, not even. Shed to Pirtle. Nice pump fake, but Brook Lopez recovers. Outside to Brown. Pass Lillard. Floater. Too strong. Brown on the rebound. Wow. Missed the open layup. He fouled Portis on the rebound to get the ball. Then missed a wide open layup. Now Boucher cleans up the mess, but jeez. Thomas Perry, it's ugly, man. That Celtics win was fun, but I knew it wouldn't last forever. Portis spinning off Pirtle. That's too easy, man. That's way too easy for him to get that shot off. Shed to Barnes. Has a bit of a lane. Dumps it off to Pirtle. Nice feed. Nice aggression there from Barnes. And good read to make that pass to Pirtle. Let's get some stops, man. They have 50 points. That we've played not even 16 minutes, and they have 50 points. Take some pride in your defense, man. This is sad. This is a sorry-ass display. They're on pace for 150 points. Barnes for 3. Doesn't go. They're on pace to beat us 150 to 99. Pretty much. Not quite anymore, but when I said it. Trent for 3. No good. The Celtics game was a lot of fun. Yeah. Brown lays it up and is fouled. So chance to make it a 15-point game. I don't know why Brown insists on using that floater. It never goes in. Absolutely. Like, right? How often does Brown take that sorry-ass floater? He doesn't score them. No. Why can't Masai go get a giant of Africa? We need some defense, broski. Ulrich Shamshay, pal. He did. He literally did. Like exactly what you said. He did. I know you said it's a joke, but he literally did do that. He got a Giants of Africa, NBA Academy Africa player, Ulrich Shamshay. And before that, he got Christian Koloko. He's been doing this. RJ Barrett, on-ball defender, good on ball. He's not that good on ball. Off ball, yeah, he's horrendous. But on ball, he's not that good either. Did Masai try to bring back Koloko? Yeah. Didn't happen. Tell you, I would have been better than Fernando. Trent in the corner to Rollins for three. Doesn't go, but they get their miss. Lillard, deep three over Pirtle. It's a real bad night to be playing like this because Giannis and Dame are absolutely, positively locked into this one. Lillard's on 19 points. They've got 53 points already. We're 17 minutes in. The Milwaukee Bucks have 53 points. That's true. Fernando did dunk over Giannis, and that makes his signing worth it in the end. I can't really pinpoint like just one thing going wrong. It is just a mess. There's a lack of effort, a lack of hustle, not getting back in transition. The Bucks came to play, and we are so flat here. So flat tonight. Oh, wow. You guys see this? Look at this, man. I didn't even see this. Shared by Omar Osman on Twitter. Supporter of Amateur Sports. Thank you so much. Not happy about something. Not sure what in particular this was in relation to. Look at Grady Dick's side-eye there, too. Was that about the Lillard foul or something when they fouled him on the three? Maybe. They had a longer convo. Wow. About what? This is what usually happens when Raptors face a big physical team because no one can create their own shot. All you got to do is plug the paint to defend Raptors. But yeah, that does have a tendency to work. Wonder what Dark would have done with Bull with the... I don't think much, man. BBQ experiment fail. Well, the Q of the BBQ isn't even playing today, so... Number one, the Q isn't playing today. Number two, they have barely gotten a sample size of games together. Like... Last year, Barnes was injured. Barrett had injuries. Quickly had injuries. Quickly had time away from the team. Barrett had time away from the team. This year, RJ Barrett's had some brief injuries. Barnes has had some lengthy injuries. Quickly has only played 9 games. And Quickly's in the first year of his contract. Barnes hasn't even started his max contract yet. Like, there's a lot more time to figure this one out. 53-34 for the Bucks, man. It's Friday night. I'm telling you, I don't need to do this. I don't need to watch this if it's that bad at half. We'll see. In the corner to Brown for 3. Got a good look, and he's made a couple now. He's made a couple now from the corner. We're 10 subscribers. We were 9 before. We're 10 subscribers away from 18K, ladies and gentlemen. Brown has been a bright spot for the Raptors tonight for sure. Had a couple big threes there. That's real. Celtics missed a lot of open shots. They hit half of them, they would have beaten the Raptors. The Celtics made a fair percentage from 3. They were just really bad from the field. Really bad on 2s. Pirtle, handoff to Barrett. Driving past Lopez. And, yeah, Barrett has struggled really hard against the Bucks this season. They just don't give him that lane inside. Another foul. So many fouls getting called against the Raptors. Not that they're incorrectly called. It's just we are leaking free throws, man. RJ unders on the road. Yeah, I mean, RJ Barrett's different player. It's priced into it, but RJ Barrett is a different player away from home. I mean, the Bucks is a really bad matchup for him. At the line, Bobby Portis. When is Jacoby checking in? He may not check in. I guess it's a bit tough because you're playing Mobo today. You've got Shed, who needs to play. You've got Boucher, who needs to play right now. They insist on playing Olynyk. Brown is playing. There's not a lot of room in rotation. But, hey, we're down by 16 in the middle of the second quarter. If it keeps up like this, you'll get plenty of garbage time to see Jacoby Walter. Jacoby checking in after the February 6th trade deadline. That's funny. Not a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm a little peeved about the effort here. To have so much of it and to be so locked in for that Celtics game, then to come out so flat against the Bucks tonight. It's night and day, this team. Sometimes it is frustrating. Really frustrating, man. Scotty RJ 2 of 13. Yeah, we haven't looked yet, but 1 of 8 for Barnes, 0 of 4 from 3. 1 of 5 for Barrett. 3 of 10 from 3, and 2 of those threes come from Bruce Brown. Ugh. Only 10 threes attempted as well. I feel like we could maybe shoot a bit more. They are clogging the paint. They're making it difficult for our guys. Travis Villegas. Travis V, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. 9 subscribers to go, ladies and gentlemen, until we hit 18K. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just no saving grace for this game, really. And Bruce Brown's 11 points are by far the most on the Raptors tonight. Just no saving grace for this game. Offense been poor, defense been poor. It's not happening, man. Love your team, by the way. Very fun to watch. The Raptors? I'm glad you're enjoying it. There's some good days like blowing out the Celtics, but then there's days, a lot more days like today. Man, East Finals beating the Bucks. Where does the time go? 6 years it'll be. 6. Travis says, young and fun as an outside fan. I get it. Lakers rebuild is one of the most painful things I've had to watch as a fan. Yeah, young. I mean, it's young. Is it that fun? I mean, there's not a lot of fun anymore. There was a lot of fun start of the season. It's not a whole lot of fun right now, but yeah, you're right. It gets better, hopefully. All we got to do is trade our entire future for Anthony Davis. And then get LeBron to sign for us in free agency on the outskirts of his prime. And we might win a chip. But no, we do need to get lucky in the draft. Lucky with our lottery and lucky with the player. Fortunate. I mean, we need to do well with the player we get. We'll have an IQ. Injured again. Man, I mean, this is the third game in a row. It's not like it's new here. Tell ya, IQ fantasy owners are sick to their stomach. Me. Damn, another sub gone away. What are y'all doing? We go to 9 away, then back down to 10, then 9 away, back down to 10. Come on, man. Lakers didn't even rebuild, man. They didn't build anything. They just traded for AD and signed LeBron. Well, that's the Lakers, you know. Grady Dick draws the foul on Lillard and gets the and one. All right, Grady Dick got the bucket. This free throw could make it a 15-point game. Yeah, Pelinka is overstayed his welcome by a number of years. And trading all that for Westbrook obviously just ruined any chance of getting back to a championship. But, hey, they got one. They got one in that era. Interesting, Ochai not playing again. He's injured. Out for today's game with an injury. If not, man, he'd be good tonight. So look at this. Giannis is not really any help. They're going single coverage on Giannis. He called for the foul. And he's making him pay. So they completely 180'd from the last game for Giannis. Barnes for 2. Doesn't go. Down 57-42. Giannis turns it over. Grady Dick, wow, lead. Oh, my God, RJ. Amazing lead pass there by Grady Dick through traffic. And he's saying himself, no, that was a really good pass. Barrett should just pick up the basketball and lay it in. What are you talking about, man? Great pass. What is LeBron still playing for now other than stat padding? They got to a conference final a couple years ago. Like, they got to believe they can still win. Giannis. Oh, Mobo called for the foul. I don't know about that one. Milwaukee already in the bonus. RJ and Dick should not be on the court together until at least one of them learns to play defense. You kind of, I mean, they're two starters. They're going to have to play together. Could be the Clippers. Don't see how they haven't started to just rebuild. They got no picks to rebuild. They can't. It does nothing to rebuild. I'll give them credit. They've got a hell of a coach, as AJ Green makes a 3. Hell of a coach, and they have built a real defensive juggernaut. They can steal some rounds in the playoffs for sure. Barrett for 3. Big shot. Back to a 15-point game. Back to a 15-point game, excuse me. Giannis backing down Barnes. And he called for the carry. Wow, a rare carry call in 2025. I mean, Giannis, other than getting, he has 11 free throws, and that's not good. But it's not like he's killing us here. Barnes is doing a decent job individually on him. It's just everywhere else there's been issues. And there's been there's been fouls on Giannis which are not helping, absolutely. But it hasn't been like he's destroying us. Well, as I say that, he draws another and one. Like you kind of gotta. It's open court. Giannis in transition. That's tough to stop for any guy. Barnes is doing an okay job. Nobody can stop him completely. I think they're being more concerned with their doubles. I think they're playing Giannis a lot better tonight. There's no solution to this problem. There's just like, what is the best way to go about it? And I think honestly, like as much as Giannis is like on pace for 40, I don't think there's anything wrong with how they decided to defend him today. Once Pirtle fouls out, it's going to get ugly. How many fouls do you have? 3. Barrett for 3. Couple threes in a row for Barrett. Still keeping us in range. 15-point game. Mobo defending Middleton. Now AJ Green. Back to Middleton. What is this double? What? Gary Trent over 3. Oh, my God. Rebound goes right to Giannis. Lays it in. Why are we sending a double to Middleton with Mobo? Mobo's a good defender. Why are we sending a double to Middleton there? Like, let him handle him in that spot. I'm not concerned about that. And then all of a sudden it turns to an open 3 for Gary Trent because we double there. That was just not necessary. Giannis in transition. Not going to stop him. Wow, he missed the layup, though. Whew. Lucky. How many points is he on? He's on 16. 3 ball for Barnes. Doesn't go. He just cannot hit a 3. Cannot hit a shot. Barnes 1 of 10 tonight. Man. 65-48. Giannis long 2 doesn't go. Barnes again, man. Cannot get anything to go. Giannis in transition to the rack. Big dunk. Yeah. Cooked here. Sumaya, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Didn't think we'd be doing this bad. No. You know, you always think, like, the Bucks are not this much better than us, but just, God, they really just camp down the paint, and we have nothing. We have no answer for that. DeJounte Blair tears ACL from Green. I don't know who that is. If that's like a prospect, I am not locked into the draft. Forgive me. I mean, Joel Embiid is an MVP. You're giving that guy a max contract regardless. It's just a shame he hasn't been healthy. This is what happens when a team doesn't play with their food when playing the Raptors. Just lack of effort tonight, it seems. They're getting open shots everywhere. They're playing us well. They're killing us, man. Oh, my God. We're getting wrecked here, man. Middleton for 3. Doesn't go. DeJounte Blair with this for... I don't, actually. I don't. It's weird. Embiid's most fraudulent MVP in recent memory? No. One of the years, Jokic won. Embiid would have won if he stayed healthy. At least one of the years. He was favored until he got injured. Last season. Embiid was favored until he got injured. Then Jokic became the favorite. I think I'm remembering that correctly. Would I take Embiid over Zion right now? Yeah. At least when Embiid's healthy, he's an MVP type player. Zion is not. RJ at the line for the Raptors. Chance to creep back up a little bit. 69-54. Bucks been up double digits pretty much the entire game. Barrett makes both free throws, so 14-point game. Tell you, bad as it's been, scoreline could be a lot worse than it is right now. Down by 14. They've played well. We've played bad enough for them to be up by 20 plus. Lillard, another foul. Man, oh man. They're getting a lot of calls now. Darko's gonna they're gonna lose this challenge, dude. Just because Scotty says so doesn't mean you have to challenge. They're not gonna win this challenge, man. Like they're just not gonna overturn something like that. Bucks just seem like a nightmare matchup for the Raptors this season. They just plug the paint. We make it all too easy for them. First time we played them, 85 points scored, lost by 14. Second time we played them, only 104 points scored, lost by 24. Today, we're on pace to get over 100 here, but they're on pace to get like 140. Why? Like, does he even check before challenging? He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose this challenge. Not that like it'll probably matter in the grand scheme of this game, but yeah, it's they're not gonna overturn that, man. You gotta be smarter than that, man. The amount of challenges that I've gone to waste on stuff you're never gonna win. Wow, Barnes, more fouls than points in the first half. Good Lord. We've done a really poor job of getting anything going on offense tonight, man. It still feels just very like ISO heavy. Like if our top guys aren't just getting their own shots to go, like this offense doesn't really have a chance to survive games like this. Would have liked a bit more Barnes in the paint tonight as well. Backing down is check. I mean, it's a lot of dribble into the paint for Barnes tonight. It's been a lot of just threes being hoisted up. A lot of things could have been going better here. 3.9 seconds. Lillard just made 2 free throws. Why is he taking... Wow, it was a 3-point foul as well. 11 for 26 on challenges. Wow. I mean, surely you got to be above 50%. Like, surely you got to be near, like, 75, where you see a replay and you know you're going to win a challenge. Grady Dick at the buzzer. Doesn't go, but Olynyk actually will lay it in before the buzzer, so we'll get an extra point there, but it's still a 15-point game at the half. Bucks on pace for 144 tonight. And the Raptors, yeah, it's definitely some effort problems here. Fouling way too much. This is poor. Not running in transition. Giannis is 18 at half. 8 of 12 from the line. 7 rebounds, just 1 assist. But he's getting a lot of single coverage from Barnes, which makes sense because Barnes is doing okay other than the fouling, which is part of playing defense. Lillard's got 22 at half. He's gone to the line 8 times, made all 8. He's 4 or 5 from 3. Like, they're living at the line here. 27 free throws already for them. They've made 23. Just a 10 free throws on our end. Everything's going wrong here. Barnes is 1 of 11. Not enough interior looks for him. That's got to be cultivated by the coaching staff. He's got more turnovers and more fouls than points. 3 turnovers, 3 fouls, 2 points. RJ Barrett, 3 of 7, 13 points. It hasn't felt that good, honestly. Grady Dick, 3 of 6, 9 points. Also hasn't felt that good from him, probably because their defense has been pretty poor. Brown has had a good half there, 11 points, one of probably his best half of the season so far. But, if you're going to allow 72 points at half, you're just not going to be able to compete in these games. Simple as that. Not even playing too poorly here, shooting-wise. 46% from the field, 40% from 3. But the Bucks killing us on free throws. They've taken 27 free throws. They've made 23. Tons of and ones in that mix as well. They've taken 3 less shots, but they've taken 17 more free throws. Like, where is this coming from? Like, they're winning the possession battle by 4. I guess it is just a lot of and ones, and other than that, they're getting a lot of free throws. Yeah, a real back down to earth game for the Raptors after a couple of nice wins. This one's tough to watch. Last time we played the Bucks, we doubled Giannis and everyone else torched us. Now we're single coverage; they're still torching us. Yeah, like I said earlier, Terrence, there's no solution to Giannis. There's just what's going to be the best way to limit him. And I think Barnes did a decent is doing okay in single coverage against Barnes. There's just too many fouls here, and a lot of Giannis's points are in transition. They're not letting us get set there. You gotta like they decided to live with Giannis 1v1, but in other spots they're still getting beat on like off-ball perimeter play, like Damian Lillard playing off-ball, getting all these open looks. They're still getting beat in those areas. So yeah, like you're not doubling Giannis. He's gonna score a lot as a result. You have to live with that because that's the decision you made. But you need to be a lot better with help defense on occasion, and you need to be a lot better at screen navigation on the perimeter. They just haven't had that today. Big question of effort as well tonight. It's been. This is one of those games. This is not tanking because you get absolutely nothing out of this game. This is not tanking. As I continue to say about games like this, a real disappointing one. Let's do the Pirtle, guys. Let's see if we can brighten ourselves up a little bit here. Let's see. Mikal Bridges we'll start with today. All right, we got a forward who is 6'9" or taller. Okay, in the West. They're also 25 years old or younger. Okay, so we got a big forward, not a center, a straight up forward in the West. Okay, we can work with this. First name that comes to mind, actually no, because he's a forward center. Jabari Smith comes to mind. What number does Jabari Smith wear? I think he wears number 3. I'll keep that in mind. I think he wears number 3 though. Wemby wears, I think, number 1, so it can't be Wemby. Wemby would also be a forward center. Maybe, how old is PJ? Is PJ Washington? He might be 25. PJ might be a good shout here. Okay, I will think about PJ Washington. He might be 26. And he might be older, too. But he might be 25. I'll think about it. OKC. None of their forwards are big enough that are strictly forwards. Because this is a tall player. So I'm thinking a power forward, like a straight up power forward, like Aaron Gordon. But he's too old for this. Kuminga's too short. Lakers, no, I can't think of anybody. Lakers, Suns, no. Well, actually, could it be Suns? Can't think of anybody. Kings, I don't think they have that sort of size. Could this be a Memphis player? Okay, I'm gonna try Jabari Smith. See if we can get the division here. Okay, so not Southwest. Jabari Smith is 6'11". Wow, that is like 6'9", 6'10". Jabari's number 10. Okay, so it doesn't work. Anyways, we do know the player's 21, which actually helps a lot. So we have a player from the Jabari Smith draft, probably. So a couple years ago. In the West, this player is 6'10" or 6'9", for sure. Higher number. Not in the Southwest, so Pacific or Northwest. Young player. Maybe. Oh, no. I would just say Jalen Williams, like J. Will. But he probably would be listed as a forward center. Although I can't really trust that because they've messed around with me and positions before. So J-Dub could... I think J-Dub's 6'9". And I think he might be 21. I think that's a decent guess. So, yeah, I think that's a decent guess. Kind of thinking of Day'Ron Holmes as well on the Nuggets, who's been injured all year. He's a rookie. Would he be 21? He actually might be. Maybe. He might be. Okay, I'll try J. Will just so we can keep things moving here. So he's 6'8". They do list him as a forward, so positionally that made sense. He's number 6. I didn't know. But yeah, so we have Northwest Division. Okay, so we have Jazz, Blazers, Timberwolves, or Nuggets at this point. So Day'Ron Holmes could actually work still, even though he hasn't played. Well, I wonder if he'll even be able to count. He does count, so it could be him. He comes to mind. I mean, Portland have a lot of young guys I got to think about as well. How many of them are in that position, though? Not many. They got a lot of bigs, but not really, like, big forwards. Let's give Holmes a go. Ooh, that was a good guess. Okay, he's 22. He's a rookie who's 22. I think that was a good guess. He doesn't have a number, so I guess it doesn't work. Okay. How was I to know? Okay, 3 teams it could be. Haven't thought enough about the Jazz, probably. Oh, who is there? Yeah. He was a top 10 pick. What's his name? They have a power forward. It's not Hendricks, is it? I always mix up the one. There's one on Indiana, and there's one on Utah. I always mix up. Hendricks is one of them. I think Hendricks is the Pacers one, though. Let me see his first name. Taylor Hendricks. I think that's the Pacers one. There's one who plays for the Jazz who's like a similar role, and they got drafted in like a similar range in the draft. Oh shit, what's his name? If I had both of their names, I think I could figure out which one's the Jazz one and which one's the Pacers one. Oh, this is killing me. They have a power forward Watch it not be him, but it's got to be him. It's got to be him, I think. There's Hendricks. Is it Jenkins or something? No. Fuck. Let me try Taylor Hendricks just to see. Oh, it is him. Oh, fuck. It was Hendricks. Who's the one in the Pacers then? It's not him. Okay, that was a great guess. I know I don't know his number, to be fair, but he's 21, 6'9", 4. That very easily could have been the right answer. I don't know numbers. Well, shit. It's either Timberwolves or not Nuggets. Or Blazers. Jeez, I don't watch the Blazers. Timberwolves. God. Okay, let's think about the Blazers. Who they draft? Shaden Sharp. No, surely Shaden Sharp isn't that tall. Player's 6'10". Shaden Sharp surely is not 6'10". Avdia's got to be like 23. He's also not 6'10". They've got DeAndre Ayton. They've got Klingon. If Klingon is listed as a fucking 4, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it on this game. Timberwolves. Garz has got to be like 25 now. Man. It's a big player. Do the Wolves really have size? How old is Naz Reid? Naz Reid can't be 21. And he's got to be a forward center. But again, like, Deron Holmes is a forward center, and so is Jay Will, and they have him listed as just forwards. Damn, I don't really have an answer here. 6'10". This is a tall dude. This is a tall ass dude. Let me see if I can get the team at least. Who's a good guess here? Who's like a good guess where I can like keep working? It's Ty Smith. It's got 6'10". It's gotta be Ty Smith. Gotta be Ty Smith. Oh my no. Oh, who am I thinking of? I thought the Timberwolves drafted him. Wow, what a waste of a guess. I thought the Wolves drafted him. The Bucks took him. Oh, I know what it was. I freaking idiot now. I had Tyler Smith going to the Wolves in my mock draft. But no, the Bucks did take him. Shit. Okay, well, that's a waste of a guess. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's try Shaden Sharp. Didn't think so. All right, so it is a Minnesota Timberwolves player. For sure, it is a Timberwolves player. Last guess. Last chance saloon. I'm just checking if the game is back. It is not back. Last chance saloon. I'm trying to think. Jamie Daniels isn't tall enough. Nickeil Alexander-Walker isn't tall enough. They've got Gobert, obviously. Naz Reid back up. They're missing a lot. They don't have a lot of size. So who the hell is this? They have, do they still have that Canadian? Maxence Prosper? I think he played for the Timberwolves. I think he's a forward. I think that's the best guess I have. Last ditch effort. Leonard Miller. No, that's the one. I knew it was the Canadian. Oh, who is Maxence Prosper? Oh, I mixed them up, I think. Yeah, he plays for Dallas. Oh, I had it. I had the guy. I got the name wrong. I knew it was the Canadian, Leonard Miller. Tell ya, if I didn't waste that guess on Tyler Smith here, Oh, I would have had that. I would have had if I had guessed. No. Because I would have guessed Maxence Prosper here, and I would have gotten that it was the other one, Leonard Miller. Shit. I could have had that. To be fair, like a lot of good, like 3 really good guesses. Jay Will, DeRon Holmes, Taylor Hendricks, back to back were 3 great guesses. Just didn't come off here. Anybody in the chat get it? Nobody in the chat got it. Tough. That was a tough one. Jarris Walker. That's the Pacers one. So I was mixing up players everywhere. I mixed up players. I mixed up who drafted a player. Damn. Tripp. Oh, Tripp did get it. Well done, man. Leonard Miller. It's Canadian. Wow. Great stuff. I don't check the chat, obviously, because then I would have gotten it. I would if I cheated. So, but yeah, my ball knowledge was put to the test, and I got it wrong. I could have had that. And it's a Canadian, man. I could have had that. Maxence Prosper. Why did I think it was him? So I mixed up Jarris Walker and Taylor Hendricks, which I do all the time, by the way. Then I mixed up Maxence Prosper and Leonard Miller. And I also thought Tyler Smith got drafted by a team because that's who I had him going to them in the mock draft. Oh, wow. Bad. Okay. Second half has begun. RJ Barrett lays it in to get us started. 74-59. So a couple twos exchanged to start off the half, and it's still a 15-point game. Remember, guys, you're enjoying the stream. Please hit that like button. We're at 31 likes. Oh, come on. Let's bump those numbers up. We got 59 people watching. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. I'm wearing the merch as well. Check out the merch with the link in the description. Going to be at Exhibition Go Station this week, handing off some merch to somebody looking to get something. So, hey, I'll be around. If you guys want a local delivery in Toronto, you don't have to pay shipping. I'll give it to you. Free shipping if I do it myself. But also, I think it's very fairly priced. When you look at the Toronto Tempo merch, man, I'm coming way in under that. T-shirts, $35. Hats, $50. Completely fair pricing in my opinion. Hats get shipped in poly bags in a box. Your stuff is safe. You'll get free stickers with any purchase of a hat or a shirt as well. And on top of all that, you're going a long way to support the show, and that would mean a lot. You know what I mean? Barnes flips it up and lays it in. Back to a 15-point game. It's been pretty much a 10-point plus lead for the Bucks for the entire game. They got out to a big lead quickly, and have been there ever since. Giannis now driving lane. I'm curious to see what adjustments Darko will have made. Pirtle, long two. That's a rare, poor shot from Pirtle, really. Rollins to the rim in transition. They are just getting out in transition. Yeah, early timeout warranted. They are just running in transition. It is such a low-effort game from the Raptors here. This is bad. This is pathetic, man. Nobody is getting back on defense, G. Nobody, man. This is shite from the Raptors. This is shite. This is, again, like I said at halftime, you get nothing out of a game like this. They do nothing to improve themselves from a game like this. Completely nothing. People want the tank. Look, I understand, and the tank is good for the team and everything, but you gotta have within that. You gotta get something out of the game still. It can't just be a waste of a game. You can't get nothing out of a game. And this is a game where they get nothing out of it. Nothing. No improvements at all. How can you improve at all from a game like this? How can you learn anything from a game like this? I just very much don't think you can. Very, very poor game. Very poor game. Yeah, frustrating one. Frustrating one for the Raptors here. For fans, at least. Very frustrating one for fans. I can understand why people tune out from this team, man. Who knows what I'd be doing if I wasn't making content. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't making content for the 54-point loss to the Celtics, and I sat through that entire game. Right? What's going on in the... Curious about the Timberwolves-Knicks game. After those teams made that big trade in the summer. Timberwolves up late, 102-92. Not a lot of points in that game. No Towns. Why no Towns? Yeah, we're getting cooked here, man. Why is Cat out? What happened? I had a good bet on him that it's going to void now. Getting cooked. Man, my entire fantasy team's injured. I feel like the Raptors. Mr. Bro says, Zion's back. They might overtake us in the standings. I think they will. However, I think the Raptors are the easiest schedule left in the league. Brooklyn will finish below the Raptors. I feel pretty strongly about that. So, Brooklyn will finish below us. Washington will finish below us. Charlotte will probably also finish below us. Utah will finish below us. Another foul on Giannis. You could definitely argue some other teams. Well, I think 4 teams pretty confidently, I'll say, will finish below the Raptors. And then there's like a few other ones that could. So I think best case, bottom 5 seed for the tank. Nathan brings up a really good point here. This is why we should all hit that like button. Sticking through the hard times at least for a while. Hey, it could be Portland as well. I'm not confident, but I think they could have finished below as well. But yes, listen, a lot of Raptors channels popped up. Not throwing shade at all when I say it, but a lot of Raptors channels popped up post-championship, enjoying the fun of a good team. But who's really digging in and sticking with it and keeping on bringing the content through the tough times? I'm with you. I'm with you in the good and bad. And all that good that eventually we'll get to, hopefully, will feel so much nicer. It'll feel so much sweeter because we sat through this as well. Need to have our darks to have our lights. Oh, light, what is that? You just get numb to it. You got to have the bad times to feel the good even more. Barnes to Barrett. Nice take in transition. Every time we score, it's like, okay, still down 13, still down 15. There's never a run. We haven't gone on a run like one time today. Lillard, fadeaway 2 over Olynyk is good. Mitchell to Olynyk. Now Grady outside to Olynyk again for 3. Big 3. All right, we're within 12 now. We're still here. I mean, we haven't been within single digits since like the first few minutes, but it's not done. It's not gone. Be nice if we could get a fucking stop, though. Jesus Christ. Like, Rollins just walks in and gets an easy layup there. Olynyk, pump fake in the paint now. And he misses the layup, draws the foul. Good stuff. And he got that pump fake, and he got Lopez to bite on that pump fake because he just made a 3 prior to that. So, good stuff there. Nice vet move. Olynyk at the line for free throws. Second one spills away. 13-point game. See, Always 13. Tell you, 13 or 15. They're just keeping us where they want us. Another easy layup. Like, it's so easy for them today. 87-72. Mitchell, coast to coast, quickly lays it in. 13. Magic number 13. Giannis, another easy dunk. They walk up, they make one pass, they walk to the rim, they lay it in. They dunk it. It's so simple. Magic got worse since Paolo's back. Raptors fans would be like, we're better without Paolo. Trade this bum. 89-76. Back within 13. Can we please get a stop? Rollins to Lopez. Back to Rollins. Trying to drive past Grady. Good defense on the help by Olynyk. They call foul. Oh, my God. If the Bucks add some, like, a good piece at the deadline, I don't know what that looks like, but they can add a good piece. You shorten the rotation. You've got rim protection. You've got two guys who can light you up on offense. This team can be competitive. This team can give anyone trouble in the playoffs. Because you get a really good series out of Giannis and Dame. That's really tough to combat as an opposition. Rollins misses his second free throw. Raptors, that might be 6 straight possessions with at least a bucket, a point for the Bucks. Second apron, no picks other than 2031 first round. So this is the team. Buyout market. Usually there's a reason there's a guy on the buyout market. Nice play there by Barrett. Easy 2 there for Olynyk. Yeah. They probably don't have enough, but this is not an easy playoff series. Lillard to Giannis. Mobo defending. Just so easy for them, man. Another one. David Mitchell's a good player. Some fan on YouTube think otherwise. Yeah. Me, bro. Me. Like, at me next time. He's playing better. He's having a good little sequence here, but usually he's useless on offense. I've never failed to acknowledge how good he is on defense. Never. But nothing on offense, usually. Another possession where the Raptors will not be getting a stop. When is the last time the Bucks missed a shot and ended the possession without scoring? What's Brown doing that fucking dance, dude? We're down by double digits. What is that fucking bullshit dance he's doing? We're down by double digits, dude. We're getting blown out. Hype of your team, but what is that shit? Like, I don't like open threes on kickouts, but I also don't like easy layups every possession for the Bucks, which is what they're getting here. 94-80. 5:11 to go in the third. Grady. Moving past Dame. Fadeaway 2. Nice take by Grady. We're scoring a lot as well, but we can't put a run together because we cannot get a stop. Giannis again to the rim. Another easy take. Another foul. Another player without a stop for the Raptors. How's that a foul? How's that a foul? What are we calling here? Misses a free throw, so it's a 14-point game still. Grady Dick to RJ Barrett. Going up on Dame. Gets it stripped. Gets it back, though. Sends to Mobo, who puts it in. They're not getting stops either. Something's got to give at some point, man. Middleton in mid-range. Finally, a stop. And it took a shitty shot for it to happen. Grady Dick for 3. That would have been single digits. Instead, Olynyk has it. And they call a loose ball foul, I believe, on Middleton. So it'll be Raptors ball down 12. So we got a stop and an extra possession here. So a chance to get it to 10 or less. We've hung around just enough. But a timeout called. All right. Only 3 timeouts left for the Raptors. Of course, we've used like all most of them. I'm getting tired. Giannis says 29. Safe to say my bet is cooked on him. So, I mean, listen, we fouled a lot tonight. I agree some of the calls have been a little Phantom-esque. We have fouled a lot tonight. And the Raptors in general foul a lot. Yeah, they've taken 34 free throws to our 12. That's going to be a big player in separation here. Our offense isn't doing too bad, mind you. Like Barnes isn't playing well, but the team as a whole is scoring. We've got 80. We're on pace for like almost 100 points inside 3 quarters. Now the problem is our defense is even worse than theirs by a lot. Giannis might get 50 the way we're playing him. Like we've gone on the complete opposite end of where it was last game. Like last time we played the Bucks, we overhelped. You got to help on Giannis. You can't just leave single coverage here. You can't overhelp though, and then overhelp and miss rotations like last game. Here they are just playing him straight up, and yeah, like we've said, he's just cooking us, torching us. Ugly. Looked like it could have been like a 30-point game, but we've done well to hang around at least a little bit. Hanging in there for sure. Raptors have made more shots. Yeah, but look at the free throws, man. They've taken 22 more free throws. At our own fault. We're fouling a lot. I'm not saying it's a ref thing. It is mostly on us, the foul numbers right now. Brown to Grady Dick. Chance to trim the lead to 10. How about trim the lead to 9? Jamal Shed. Oh, air balls to 3. Shot clock violation by the Raptors. Remember, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button. Try to get us to 50 likes before the end of the stream today. And if you are enjoying and you're new, I do streams like this for virtually every Raptors game. I do tons of videos about the team. As Portis hits a 3. Ah, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're 9 subs away from 18K. Jamal Shed now. Handoff. No, fake handoff to Olynyk. Now goes to Linick. Mismatch on A.J. Green. Double comes. Who's open? Jamal Shed in Grady Dick space. Yeah, should have been an open three for Grady Dick there. Instead, Brown taking it past A.J. Green. Nice move there. Bruce Brown, much better from him today. I wonder if Dark doesn't go off and fouls. Man, we're fouling a lot. We are fouling a lot. I don't think it's a ref issue today. Grady attacking Giannis, bro. Pass that ball. No. Grady trying to take Giannis 1v1. Get rid of that ball, big dog. Raptors get a foul out of it from Middleton. So side out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock. 2:51 to go in the third. Gary Trent checking back in. We need Pelicans and Hornets to win. That'd be nice. I think Pelicans will win too many in the end. Are Bucks going to re-sign Trent? I don't know. Depends how much money he can get. Probably not a ton, but I don't think he'll want to sign a 1-year minimum deal again. I feel like he's going to look for a more long-term contract to secure his future. Olynyk at the line, misses first free throw there. Second one coming up. This entire quarter has felt like the Raptors have been within 12 to 15. The entire quarter. And they're within 12 again. It's just been 12 to 15 constantly. Just trading buckets. Middleton, hounded by Brown here. Gets it off to Trent. Gets it back. Middleton off the screen from Giannis. Gets a switch onto Barnes. Shoots the three over top. And that's a tough bucket. Back to a 15-point game. So he's still within that region. My stream is buffering here. Apologies, guys. Raptors with the miss there. 102-87 still. Trent to Portis. Shot over Olynyk, and now it's opened up a bit more. It's a 17-point game. Are the Bucks going to go on a run to close the quarter? 2:03 to go. Barnes to Brown. Back up top to Barnes. Now in the corner, Olynyk. Sends it over to Brown for three. Doesn't go again. Rebound, Giannis. Middleton. And a foul called. Yeah, it ain't happening for us here. Middleton going to go to the line to extend the lead. I mean, we had all these opportunities to get stops, get back in the game. The Raptors just not been good enough defensively to get a win here, man. Yeah, Scotty just not been a scoring threat here either. You're not wrong. That has not helped. Yeah, tough when your best player just doesn't really show up on offense. 3 of 13. It's just not been enough for us. There's been a lot of... I mean, listen, offense hasn't been the problem. We're going to have about 90 points after 3 quarters. But we're going to be down double digits. Down 19 right now. Barnes to... Sorry, it's Giannis on him. Get rid of that. Get rid of that, boss. Barnes to Olynyk in the paint. Losing hand. Just a disgusting possession. Oh, man. Just horrible, horrible, horrible basketball. Portis long three doesn't go. Raptors catch a break. That would have been 22 points. Instead, Brown just turns it over. Another turnover. Awesome. Hustle back better this time. Trent to A.J. Green. Now Middleton. Boucher, for some reason, left Giannis, which led to an easy pass. And he's fouled. What is Boucher doing there? Sad game. Very sad game. $20-point game. Shed. Moving past Trent and a foul called, so I don't think we've been fouled enough for bonus, even at the last play of the third, pretty much. Raptors one road win all season, by the way. Pretty remarkable record. I believe it's one road win all season. Yeah, 1-18 away from home, looking like 1-19 after today. For real cannot play on the road. Very humbling performance for the Raptors. It's safe to say. How are y'all's? Anybody get mail during the Canada Post strike and then had to wait a really long time to get your stuff? I finally today got the last thing I had ordered during the strike that I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for. Today was the day I finally got the thing the last piece of it, if you will. Well, 107-89. Shot clock, game clock separated by about 2 seconds. And Raptors get a steal. Could turn into something. Boucher will lay it in. 16-point game. It's not quite out of reach yet, as AJ Green's three hits the rim. Not quite out of reach yet. Yeah, I don't think the Raptors are winning from here, but it's not quite out of reach just yet. We will see. I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom. When I come back, fourth quarter, let's see if the Raptors can pull off quite the miraculous comeback here. While I'm gone, great opportunity for you to hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. What is the main skill set the team is missing? Shooting as a whole, I'd say. I mean, scoring today. I'd say shooting is the biggest miss. Not enough shooting. On defense, there's not enough good defenders, really. Toronto Walker, it's your birthday today. Well, happy birthday. Not a great birthday present from the Raptors, but happy birthday from the amateur sports community. Pirtle backing down Lopez. Mitchell off the screen, going to Pirtle. Tried to get in the corner. Brown eventually gets there. Shot clock at 5. First possession of the quarter. And Brown, tough fadeaway. It'll send Brown to the line. He did have to kick out to Barnes. Just didn't see it, but it will be 2 shots for Brown. Let's see what's on Too Good To Go. It's Friday night after all. Y'all have Too Good To Go? What an app, man. What an amazing app. Nothing good in my area. Too Good To Go is this app where, like, if a restaurant's going to, like, throw out, like, leftovers or something, end of the day, you can buy it, mystery bags, at a crazy discount. There's some really good stores, like Cobb's, the bakery. Amazing stuff on that app. Get some Tim Hortons on it. End up with some pastries, some donuts, super cheap. Think about it. Portis for 3, front rim and away. Raptors down by 14. Just have not been able at any point that I can recall to cut it to 10 or less. Pirtle's layup, though, puts it at 12 and keeps the Bucks thinking a little bit. Still thinking a little bit. 107-95. Middleton to Lopez. Back to Middleton. I've seen both ends of this sort of game this season. It's Lillard misses for 2, where the Raptors make a run and make it close, but we've also seen the opposite where they just get torched in the 4th. Brown for 3. Wow, that would have made it a 9-point game. Offensive rebound, though, for Boucher. Good hustle. Mitchell for 3. He's been hitting him lately. Not there. Barnes on the rebound, and all of a sudden now, finally, after all that grinding, finally the Raptors have it within 10 once again. Barnes, despite his struggles, is up to 10 points and does have 10 assists and is only 4 rebounds away from a triple-double. So still in this game, hey, they didn't roll over. They're not seemingly going to get blown out at this point. They're fighting hard, and it didn't look like it would come to this based on the first half. For real. They got to be winning the second half, Raptors. They got blown out in the first quarter, even second quarter, even third quarter, and it's just the first quarter that killed the Raptors here. Ethical tank game. It's turning into it a little bit, but the first quarter really let us down. And, I mean, the defense is still horrific. Yeah, I mean, look, like I always say, fake comebacks are better than getting just dismantled, right? Boucher, it just seems like when Boucher is on the floor, good things happen, man. Boucher's a +4 tonight. He's the only Raptors player in the positive tonight. Mitchell's -1. He's the closest to a positive. Boucher's +4. Just lately, when Boucher's playing, good things are happening. Zion destroying the Jazz tonight. Yeah, they literally have nobody who can guard him. I mean, I don't think anybody has anybody who can guard him, but Jazz seriously have nobody who can guard him. Sorry, when something on my grocery list that I remember comes up, I gotta write it down right away, or I forget. In your honest opinion, out of all Toronto sports teams, Raptors, okay, who is the worst to try and land a big name free agent or a superstar? Who's the worst? Well, the Leafs have landed some big free agents, like Jonathan Tavares came, so it's not them. Raptors have never, ever landed a big free agent, so it's got to be them. Like, at least the Jays have gotten guys before. The Raptors have never gotten a big name in free agency. So the Raptors are the worst. Not like the Jays are good, but they have had them in the past. Boucher for 3. Oh, my God. It was halfway down and somehow popped back up. And that would have been a 7-point game. Instead, oh, my God, that is a backbreaker. Other side, Lopez hits a 3, and it's a big-time 6-point swing there. Barnes to Pirtle. Now Brown, who's having his probably best game of the season. Kick out to Barnes for 3, and it's an air ball. 0-6 from 3 for Barnes. And ugly air ball there. Yeah, other than the scoring, the scoring's been really bad. We can't excuse the 4-16. It's been decent otherwise, but 4-16 is just not what you can't really have that from your star man. Dame for 2 doesn't go. Jay's been asked lately. They spent all their money renovating the Rogers Center. I mean, they've put in big offers for these free agents. It's not really as if they're getting undercut or like not like they're getting like outbid. Like maybe they did on Soto, but that was a lot of money. Just they don't have the leverage, man. I don't know. People are just not choosing the Jays. Toronto doesn't help. Like, location, taxes doesn't help. Like, you can tell a guy, we'll pay you less than Toronto, but you'll make more money playing here. And we're better than them. Like, is that not going to sell you? Lopez blocks Pirtle. It's gone back up to 15 points here. 8:22 to go. 3.1 on the shot clock. I hate to break it to y'all, but like whoever gets voted in next as prime minister, taxes are still going to be high and higher than other places in the U.S. So no matter who's the prime minister, taxes will be higher than in places in the U.S. Money ain't going somewhere. It's going else. It's going somewhere else. Listen, I'm fine. Look, I'm not complaining about the tax situation. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, as a pro athlete, I'm going to make way more money playing somewhere other than Toronto. I'm going to do that. I'm not personally complaining about the tax situation. I'm just saying it's harder to attract free agents in Toronto. That's one of the reasons why. That's a fact. How does Houston, San Antonio, Orlando, Miami, how do these teams, Dallas, how do these teams always land free agents, bad or good? These guys always seem to land free agents. They're always a desirable destination. No state income tax. It's a big draw. What do the Raptors need to do to try and sign a big-name free agent in 5 years? Like, what can they do? They were one of the best teams in the league, and they still couldn't attract big-name free agents. Healthcare is not free. It kind of is, man. And as somebody who went through the ringer of the healthcare system when I tore my ACL, I would have been crippled financially if I didn't live in Canada. Absolutely crippled. Maybe literally too. Barrett, corner three. Man, these big moments we make, we cultivate. We aren't making the shots. Tore my ACL. MRI, surgery, physio, plenty of other appointments. They didn't pay a cent to rehab and recover from a torn ACL. Elsewhere in the world, that seriously would have crippled my bank account. Absolutely crippled my bank account. I'm really fortunate. And they get paid in US dollars. The money goes further there. That also plays into it. Yeah. Many Americans don't have passports. Reason they don't play here. I mean, it's not that hard to get one. Like, it's like some big thing. You can't get a passport. I don't know if that plays into it. I mean, I guess, the family and friends thing is something I hadn't considered, though. If your entire family and friends don't have a passport, then now you got to go through all of that for them. I guess that does make sense in the passport front. I hadn't considered that. I just considered the individual. Yeah, it's not hard getting a passport, bro. But everyone has to get a passport now to come see you. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, seriously. Anyways, I don't want to make it just this big thing for stream. But yeah, I tore my ACL. I didn't pay a cent to recover. I'm very lucky to be in that position. And you never know when something like that could happen. An accident could happen. I don't have to avoid hospital visits or doctor's appointments when I really need it, because I know I'm good. But for attracting pro athletes who make millions and millions and millions of dollars, yeah, it's harder to do that. The tax is just a factor. It's a different country, which plays a part. It's customs every time you go on an away trip and come back. There's bigger market. LA's a much bigger market. New York is a much bigger market. It's a small market. The reality is Toronto's a small market. We think we should be a big market because it's a big city and the team has a lot of money, but it just doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Who am I voting for next Prime Minister? I'm not going to go into politics. I'm not going to open that one up. Americans don't have better health, same quality, same procedures. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that field. I just know I got really good care completely for free. That's my personal experience. Cost of living here is crazy too. That's not going to affect a pro athlete. Out of the timeout, Raptors get a bucket and are sticking in this one a bit. 16-point game. Whoever you vote for, just make sure you go vote. Trent, step back three, doesn't go. A little bit of salt in the wounds for, Gary Trent to knock one down there. It's a rap channel. It's different from politics, about fun and joy. Yeah, I know we talk about random things. I just don't want to. Politics just becomes this, like, it's so divisive. It's just, I just hate what it has become in North America. Pirtle for 2. Put it in. So I don't want to get into it. Anyways. $5:41 to go. Is there any hope left? Down 14. Giannis to Trent. Back to Giannis. Why is Grady Dick on him, dude? Kick out to Grady. Kick out to Trent. And there's that 3. Grady. Baseline J is good. Bruce Brown increased his value today. Yeah, I guess that's a positive we can spin from this. Not wrong. Giannis. Wow, long 2. Everything's going for Giannis today, man. 32 points for Giannis. Can't stop that. A lot of offense been like, look, we're going to score 115 points today, maybe more. That wasn't the problem. We weren't able to get a stop. We just were not able to get a stop here. Barrett missed both free throws. They get free fucking wings now. Fuck off, dude. Fucking cheering for free fucking wings against us. Fuck off. Sorry ass goddamn basketball team. Fuck, I hate that shit, honestly. Do I think RJ staying long term? Not sure. I think you can be successful with Barrett. You just need to get more shooters around these guys. He's not an easy guy to trade, so I don't have an answer, unfortunately. The Raptors would be comfortable not having him long term for sure. I'd be comfortable trading him tomorrow if the right offer came in. Homeless people. Dude, is anyone allowed to get the free wings? It used to be like you had to show your ticket. Like when I was a kid, like if you got like free, like think about this, guys. When I was a kid, if the Raptors scored 100 in the game, you got free pizza the next day at Pizza Pizza. Then it became if the Raptors hit 12 threes, which is also like funny to look back on because it's like so often teams do that now. Like the Raptors they've only had 8 tonight, but like it happens a lot. But yeah, you just brought your ticket. Nowadays, then it became like you had to scan the QR code on the Jumbotron, which was fucking stupid. I was at the Leafs game yesterday, and for the Leafs, when they score on the power play, anybody can go to Popeyes and get free 8-piece nuggets if you buy a large drink. There's no Popeyes near me, unfortunately, so I couldn't take advantage. But anybody can do that. You can do it from home without going to the game. They used to be like you had to have a ticket to do it. If you want to like proof on why you need more shooting, look at the Pistons. They get shooting around Cade. Now Cade's all-star, bona fide all-star, because you got shooting around him, made his life easier. Raptors had Siakam for years and never got enough shooting around him. So please don't waste Barnes' time here like that. When the Raptors get one stop, free wings. Last year they had when the Pistons win, they get free wings, and then they lost like 30 in a row. Then they beat us to end that streak. Remember that? Oh man. Don't take seriously. But RJ Barrett and IQ for De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan. Sacramento wouldn't do that. For De'Aaron Fox, come on. Our excuse was that we only had 8 active players roster. Listen, pal. There's a lot of good players playing in that game. Against the Pistons team, who had tied, I think they had tied the NBA record for losses in a row. I think we should have won that game, personally. Yeah, it's done. The Bucks just, it never got to single digits, did it? Drake wouldn't allow demons. Drake, what is Drake gonna do about it? Drake's fake tough. Would never do anything. He'd just post a cryptic Instagram story. The Karen of raps. Oh boy, it is Garrett Temple time, everybody. We've come to this point of the game. It's over. 2:25 to go. It is over. We're still fouling. We're still fouling even at this stage of the game. Oh, days like this, I'm thankful I don't have to watch this team for 3 more days. How many points for Scotty? He is a double-double. 10. 10-10-7 for him today. Olynyk to Mobo. Ooh. Nice dunk. That's it. That's it. 4-16 shooting will do that to a fella. We played the right brand of basketball tonight. The effort too. Effort. I don't know if you watched the first half or first quarter. That was not a lot of effort. I don't know. Good player having a bad game in a tough matchup. That happens sometimes. They'll focus on individual games too much. Like Barnes, yeah, Barnes having a fine season. Why is Giannis still on? Yeah, I don't know. He probably should go into garbage time. No? How many points does he have? Are they like trying to force feed him to 40 points? How much has coaching been a problem? I don't know. Not a lot of effort. in the first quarter. Let them go on a big run. You could kind of discuss, like, okay, how have we been ill-prepared like this? Coach not getting the team ready for the game. I don't know. I think it's a bit of a reach to call upon the coach for this game in particular. Battle 3 doesn't go. 1:41 to go. If the Raptors call a timeout, I'm turning the game off. They have a timeout left. Please don't use it. Bucks could call a timeout just to get some subs in, which would make sense. Middleton for 3. We're going to lose by 20. No, they won't fire Darko for sure. At least the end of this season, but I think he's going to go a lot more than just the end of the season. Who is this fucking fake Drew Holiday they brought on? Who the fuck is this? Oh, it's Chris Livingston. Fucking Drew Holiday ass haircut, bro. They said we got Drew Holiday at home. Garrett Temple taking some free throws. Made the first. Finally, some subs. Drew Holiday from team. Drew with a D. D-R-E-U Holiday. D-R-E-W Holiday. That's funny. Rollins for 2. 19-point game. 54.5 seconds to go. We're almost there, folks. Mobo in the paint. Trying to add on. Temple in the corner. 8 on the shot clock. Olynyk fouled by Rollins. Yeah, look, we're going to score like one. What? He makes both. 113. We're going to get blown out. Defense wasn't on it tonight. Giannis killed us in single coverage, which is going to happen. But like when he kills us in single coverage, you have to get stops on other guys. And the Raptors just weren't really able to do that tonight. 1-19 on the road. Yeah. Look at that bench. Olynyk misses the second. Just dribble it out, man. Please, guys, dribble this out. I think they are going to dribble it out. I think it'd be nice. No more, please. No more. No more. Yeah, dribbling this out. Fans heading to the exit. Are the Raptors going to dribble this out? I wouldn't put it past them to try and score an extra 2 here. Temple, come on. Hit a 3, pal. Yeah. Who does Darko always wave at after shaking hands, after getting blown out? I was wondering that. Maybe he's got like family watching somewhere. I don't know. All right. Let's do our post-game show. Fuck. Not the best way to end off the week. Not the best way to spend a Friday night. The Raptors, they got blown out here. They lose by 18 points, and Milwaukee got the blowout started early. So it wasn't really like at any point there was a lot of hope in this one. And we'll explain why Milwaukee just kept on scoring and why the Raptors just could not get any stops in tonight's post-game show. All right, so tough loss, 130-112. Raptors went down 10 early, like very early, and it stayed that way for the entire game. It was double digits throughout. The Raptors kind of made it somewhat interesting in the start of the fourth quarter. I don't think it ever got to single digits, but they did get it to 10 points at once. But every time the Raptors did get some stops, and it felt like those big moments you need in a comeback where like the big three that drops, you're on a big run, you knock down a three, bench gets up, morale goes up, everyone gets excited. That they just didn't hit any of those big shots today. You know what I mean? None of those big shots just seemed to fall for the Raptors, and not enough stops here. Like offense, like we'll see with the numbers, percentages, they did okay. Yeah, you're not gonna win allowing 130 points. Not gonna happen. In 3 of the 4 quarters, the Bucks scored 35 plus points. Just not enough defense here. And the Raptors set the tone defensively in a bad way in the first quarter. It was really poor from the Raptors in the first quarter, and it gave the Bucks a 15-point lead, which they ran with and basically maintained for the entire game. Like the entire third quarter, it was 15 to 12-point gap, and it just never really wavered off of that. So a deserved loss and a deserved blowout loss for the Raptors here. We'll touch on more in just a second here. We'll interrupt to say, hey, we do content like this for pretty much every Raptors game, through the good, like beating Boston and the Golden State Warriors, and the bad of a nothing kind of game against the Bucks. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more content just like it. So first quarter, Raptors lose 37-22. And as I said, like Bucks got out to a big lead early, and they went in attack mode out the gate of this game. Really tried to push the pace in transition. And somehow, after such a good performance against Boston, where everyone's locked in, engaged, showing effort, it was a real effortless first quarter by the Raptors. They just weren't, they were still in the locker room basically for the first quarter. The Bucks made a point of getting out in transition with Giannis, not allowing the Raptors to get set. And if we remember the last 2 times, specifically the last time the Raptors played this team, the game plan was to really double and triple team Giannis, not give him anything, which led to way too many easy kickouts. The Raptors go in the complete opposite direction today. Like, they went single coverage on Giannis, essentially, with Barnes. Who, look, Giannis had a big game. Absolutely. There's no solution to Giannis. There's just what's the best way to try and subdue him. We kind of have done both extremes now, where you overhelp like crazy too much and get torched on his assists, and he gets a 11-point triple-double. And then there's today where you probably don't help enough. You need to find a good blend for it, and we didn't. Giannis goes 12 of 19, 11 of 18 from the line for 35 points. I don't think Barnes did a horrific job on him, but it was just too easy too often for Giannis in transition, especially early in the game where he was feeding us for points, or we were feeding him points in a way where, again, got on transition, a lot of times, single coverage, like you're just not going to get stops there. But like if you're going to play Giannis this way, you have to live with a big game from him like this. But the Raptors just did not do nearly a good enough job on other players where, you know, you got to stick with players on the perimeter where you can't let the dump-off pass be too easy for Giannis. And it felt like that happened too often today. Like Lillard had a ton of points early. I think he had like 20-something at halftime. Ends the game with 26. They were able to take their foot off the gas a little bit, but a lot of good offensive numbers here from the Bucks. It was decent from the second quarter onward, but the first quarter put us in a hole that we weren't able to dig ourselves out of. And the effort was so bad in that quarter. I don't know how they can be up so much for the Celtics game and down so much for this game. But at least like they didn't roll over. At least they like kept reasonably in it throughout the game. And from the first quarter, it was a game that the Raptors were getting nothing out of. They were that bad. At least it turned into a game where there's something to be said about the way they played going forward on offense. Like, it wasn't Barnes' night. That's the blemish on this one. 4 of 16, 10 points, 0 of 6 from 3. At least it's 10 assists, but not a good game here from Barnes. But at least, you know, Barrett drops 21, 7 of 16. Grady drops 13, 5 of 12, but goes 0 of 5 from 3. Jesus, Grady. Mitchell, another good game on offense. Pirtle, 12 and 10. Olynyk, maybe his best game of the season, 15 points. Bruce Brown, maybe his best game of the season, 17 points. Like, the Raptors shot the ball decently well. Well, actually, not from 3 in this. Wow, I feel like they had a lot better shooting from 3 at halftime. That came down a lot in the second half. But they go 47% from the field. Like, it certainly could have been a lot worse. They just could not get stops, especially in that third quarter when they were trying to mount a comeback. They just could not get stops. Like I think there was there must have been like 8 possessions in a row where they were just trading buckets. The Raptors could not stop the Bucks, and the defense will cost them a little bit. It's going to happen in a game like this when you're playing a good team who's favored by 11. And it also didn't help how many times the Raptors fouled the Bucks, like especially early. Wow, Raptors foul a lot, but man, did they really let the Bucks get to the line. The Bucks go 33 of 41 from the line. Raptors go 18 of 24, but got a lot of those free throws late. Not like officiating thing, just the Raptors fouled a lot. So even though possession stats pretty even, we get 3 more offensive rebounds, commit the same amount of turnovers. We win the possession battle. They dominate on efficiency, and they dominate on free throws. So at least that tough sequence. Missed a super chat there, but thank you so much to Jay Conda for sending that in. Very much appreciated. Thanks for all the support over the years, and thank you for the support tonight here. Upcoming schedule for the Raptors. We are going to hit an easier pocket soon. We have Orlando at home with Banchero back. Tough game. 2 games, not so easy, away at Atlanta, which Jalen Johnson should be back for. But the Raptors have the easiest remaining schedule in the NBA. Pelicans, Wizards, and Bulls after that. 3 very winnable games for the Raptors. Tanking fans have to kind of consider, look, we're bottom 2 right now, but New Orleans getting Zion back helps because they're going to win some games. But Utah sucks. Wizards will finish under the Raptors, I think, for sure. I think Brooklyn, how bad they are right now, and considering the Raptors' schedule, will finish under the Raptors. Charlotte, I think so as well. So I think there's 3, maybe 4 teams that will finish under the Raptors. But it's an easier schedule. So we'll see what management does in this next little period before the deadline. But the season's too far gone. I think it wasn't good, but a lot of Raptors fans got a little bit too hyped off of a win against the Golden State Warriors. And look, it was an impressive win against Golden State and Boston, but a little too hyped off that for a team with a 10-31 record. This one was a humbling one that I think brought us back down to earth. And there's still a long season to go. Hey, we're game 42. We're over the halfway point in the season, but yeah, still definitely a long way to go for this one. But hopefully take some positive from the second, third, and fourth quarter because the first quarter was embarrassing once again. Let's be better. 3 nights off, rest it up, do better against Orlando. That'll do it for tonight's post-game show. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content like it. We'll see you for that one against Orlando. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekends. NFL playoffs, enjoy that. No Raptors games to bring it down. Enjoy it. Have some fun. Reset, recharge. I know I will, and I know I deserve it as well. Check out the merch with the link in chat or in the description. Get a shirt for $35. Get a hat for $50. Get free stickers when you buy one of those 2 items. Get stickers for $6 for 3. $3 for 1. Stickers are super cheap. I'll send them out, no shipping either. If you're local to Toronto, I'll personally deliver the merch for no shipping costs as well. Get merch, support the channel, get some dope stuff in return. And I will hopefully see you for the next one. No content this weekend. Weekends, I reach